78 and I say Ewana with your messages no fa yes na watch channel so say your social media handles no ye live so ye streaming area for channel so say YouTube no Otec Sports YouTube no Otec Sports sanete okowa ye streaming show no dia for ya no share na eno so atimi akoso oba no subscribe to your channel no na aboa ma bibia nso atimi akoyi come to YouTube no ye dem live ho Otec Sports bibia enso ekoso kama sanso na Facebook no as usual Otec 102.9 FM Otec 102.9 FM ehon mo nso ya no ahye no nso ese ye bomoden na afi ye di show ni nyina nso e dia for e dia mamo Facebook ne ko like page no o like page na no share live video eno eye de tie ne se Total Sports with Walasty no ebeboa pa na afi no o messages awodo no o de ba yetimi aredi e wo show no so ama chese bibia nso no etimi akoso ene no mese eye bansafo da nti Barcelona fo no montwumuti na momra na afi no mo ankasa nso no yensa mompe wa ema bibia nso ntimi nkoso Barca abo adwuma Copa del Rey no o maji enti no sana ade ni nyina etie bibia de dem kama everything set yena ye homra na afi no yehwe se de aka bia na afi yenwuram ewa amonane na afi amonane nsem na no pe ne yensa aka no yemfa ne nyina emfamra medin ene Dominic Owusu Ansah Walasty nie metnem de ama the general himself Mr. Osai Akoto Isaac Nwanko Kanu ene na no pe metnem de ama no ntino yes yena ye homra na afi de aka bia no yemfa ntoam so na bibia nso ntimi nkoyi onkoye eno enye kwan e befa so na dia kwa amonane we osi good evening good morning watching the show live from Bokrum Barcelona all the way and away at the baye when so say I'm Gideon Nyanda watching you live congratulations to my darling club Barcelona for the sweet sexiest adorable lovable victory yesterday. Hey, I gave a but Hansi Flick is my man of the match. Yes, papa na ba adwuma pa when free Gideon Nyanda and what aba Ismail Bonsa also watching you live from Zuria FM Minua yada say Benjamin Jesse Kropa and so I said not the first trophy, this is the second trophy after winning the Super Copa. Very good, thanks for the correction. Inti Barca almost second air trophy omageno and also no Coutinho Jr. or the free Anraga Sobulu or say good evening good morning Kanu and your crew. Real Madrid will never understood the meaning of a remontada until it happened yesterday. Well done, Ubiba JK, for that winning goal. Okay, or say Hansi Flick 3, Ancelotti 0 in Clasico. Lamine Yamal 4, Mbappe 0. Or say from Euros till date. Sana Nina etie. Konya Sempa, ewo the etienne say. Koja Sempa na di we yaba Koja Sempa Furniture Works. Also congratulations to all Barcelona players from Koja Sempa Furniture Works. Edum Kumase ana ose ochia onwan kasano ne boss sanity Emmanuel Ade. Good morning, I'm watching you live from Germany Bremen Chairman Yadase Kofia German Blackman. I say good morning, Koroko must win today today's match. Watching you live inside Air Pig Farm Accra and Aminuano and so anyway Eddie Fraba was Otec Sports. You are Fanta Bruta Charles Kofi and Eddie no Ediaba when so as a Visca we are what the Akumanine I yako ne dia tonchen no sound do me ba try na yebo sound no yebo enwum ntia e say copywriting sense ntia no ya na ya mute na bibia timi akoso we was Visca Barca ne din no ene Chill Basa. We also Emmanuel Jan watching you live at Higher Park RN UAE and also free. I'm Charles from Jacobu Vesca Barca. I say Barcelona is the best club in the world, whether you like it or not. Barca for treble this season. I'm Kwame Miki from Konongu ECG and Kwame Miki and so anyway no Eddie Free Waba. We was watching you live from Basel then UK. Good morning to you and your able crew, Mr. Kanu. I have always said that the relationship between Arsenal fans and Barca fans is just a good synergy of bromance. Okay, Barca and Arsenal will eventually make it to the Champions League finals. Greetings to my friends and family inside Sepebo Room, especially Cisco, Promise, Ojugu, Ideas, and Prince from Set Ureku. Onona Bomade, Eddie no Eddie Abanti. Yenyina Set Ureku, ni message no so na fe na ye ho emfenwuram ewa amanane. Ene ma chesa wodo ene de ekoso no nyina. Ye de nyina no e de bremo live on Otec 102.9 sana de nyina. Ete Barcelona ene ejene mpe we na no pay.
Otec. Otec 102.9. Don't touch that dial.
And some kakra and sa canino. Ya pomoten at the letter Sao Tony Antesinina, and on some Nadiaba Kamana Chessa Bibian Sono, at Timia Caso Kamashan son, say Macacho say Uremo, I was paying at the Atiana Copante re gamer, and also it me basso final game no, it me to Jacama Barcelona Bobo Cono, say ye can't Copante Reno, Mebacho Amo and some Pomadia Jet Trophy no, at Yasumana Somoche, Eddie Froman Casa Rivasa, a yet Matri Bobo Cone and Tiajuman. And on some to also come on at the Atiano, and it's a game on the SRCF Panina, and it's some mind fun to another study Atiano, and it's a Emrantia Bakua, Omugina game on more, Edema Afenuni Yanina, Yam Famrana Feno, Ninian soon to me Cosso Camashan so, as a me canino, lectures at the Atiana son. I was last Friday, and a bit told just say, oh, my I and a mother the phone crampono, while we are not just a game, no, I'm on some to me and what now, Fenia Manina, and on some to me and Cosonemono, maybe I try a quamu down my game on sono, it me a basso come on at the Atiana Sassidi and Americano, Amrantia Baco Mujina with the Mormon scholar and idiot. unim dada yamoso na fe bibia nso ntimi nkoso uremo e wo Barcelona bobo kona fama me pacho goalkeeper na tim ade wechse sexni ono ejina mo e de ma Barca bobo kona Jules Kounde e boy abrante ne dire Gerard Martin enso ejina mo Sansona Paul Kubase e start game na Inigo Martinez ejina mo me pacho boy ya ne dire Frankie Young e boy Pedri enso start game no owura ne din e de Rafinha Dani Kofi Omo enso shase Lamine Yamal akwada nyame ono nso boy and a player le din e de Ferran Torres enso no enso boy kama Barca from the changes me pacho owura ne dire Zaita Flick ye no mame mfantu ya Femi Lopez Efrimo ama Dani Omo anasem ababe shemo ama Dani Omo enso afi game no mo sansom na Ronald Araujo enso be shema Gerard Martin so no afi game no mo shanenso ese owura ne din e de Pablo Gaviria enso babe shemo ma owura ne dire Frankie Young so no afi game no mo shanenso ese Ari Garcia afi game no Pedri so no etimi eba kama ana afi Paul Victor enso free game no Emma Ferran Torres and Sono, Eba Bayini, Kama, and no, Aya Barca family at this on summoning, and some Timadia to Janet Shannon so, and some our Madrid the Famino, Bebacha Oma Mostati, or running Tim Edit Wood Cotua, Eshe game and I say Emma B piano, to me Elco, so come a Sansono, and I run a Dele Lucas Vasquez and Sono, and some Sati game and I'm in front to Ja, and some Aya follow Mente, Eshe game and I say Antonio Rudiga, and some Eshe game and I say Raul Asensio, and some stati game no orani din ade Aurelien Tchouameni and some ball game no Federico Santiago Valverde ball game no Daniel Ceballos sonsono boy orani din Jude Bellingham stati no Rodrigo Goyes and some boy Vinicius Junior and Tuemano and 11 opomwa amon some abayan sisa ade ma Madrid bobo kona me ba Frank Garcia ebe follow Mendy Sansono and a Kylian Mbappe lotin ebe Rodrigo Goyes shanonso asa Luka Modric and Sono and some player letting Lucas Vasquez at an Ifrim Abrenton day and the Adagula on Sono ebe Lucas Vasquez and some obey run it didn't done it Ceballos and Sono at an Ifrim Prime Diaz and Sono ebe Vinicius Junior and a fair player letting at Antic de Souza ebe Antonio Rudiga at any free game no more and to game ya boy 90 minutes and so you know not game no 2-2 ya try no mo se bibia no ebetimi akoye kama na me pacho ye wuremu extra time no ehono mo na adwuma ne nyina no ekokosi ye mame mfantudwa ese emranti a omo ball goals no edema de tie ne se Barcelona ene Real Madrid ne nyina ye mfantu anim de wo mu ne me ba cho Barca fam no Pedri on the 28th minute and a boy ne nya first goal edema Barca Kylian Mbappe ebetika no edema Madrid on the 70th minute eno abaye 1-1 Madrid bobo kono eto aso take lead no through a French international orani din ade Aurelien Tchouameni wa brani about 77 minutes mamin fontja esem na 84 minutes na ana orani din ade de tiene sem na Ferran Torres and sono 11-2 ade ma de tiene sem Madrid bobo kono na mamin fontja ese ye kono no extra time no no ana orani din Jules Kounde wa bra yabo 116 minutes Ora no aye ne 3-2 edema Barca Madrid ye wie game no extra time no no me ba cho Madrid the players 3 eje red card Jude Bellingham ora ne Dele Lucas Vasquez ana Antonio Rudiga omo nyina eje red card na 2 players there na omuni pitch no so lemom boy bakwa no wo pitch no so eje red no Jude Bellingham enti Madrid bobo kono 3 players no and some red card at the second and no pay no and some rap was Spain lectures a competition committee no among some better na fe the tennis some Madrid bobo kono among some appointing of investigations outdoor amatimia you wabra lectures run it to Ricardo de Beggars on sono ekwaji ade e fene some infringement to be ama Madrid bobo kono ayo boys amwo bench no amunyina dwai ema de na nkasa Antonio Rudiga de yenyina no na fe no ono son Emma Martina Fabian Sono, and on some time enquire come I did summoning in no, and on some ultimately to ja, and on any cacrana no pay empire 10 summoning in no, and on some ultimately was shown so, Lame Pacho may come in no feno, yet then summon about Rudiga. Oh, say, boy no, eh, or can say, Yinyano, not just say on a dear, on your reference, and Ricardo de Belgos, Ama Isa. ya dia to nu akotodwe so no me ba cho boy no ti ni nyina pansam fom a na ade no ene enyan de me se kan na no pe no anesa Antonio Rudiger ebetimi afese between 4 to 12 games ban na bibia no atimi akoso between 4 to 12 game ana chese owura ne didi eye Rudiger ne nsanso betimi aka sempanifo tenase na ya hwehwe nsem no na afi no ene ma ne nyina eno nsom atimi koya na chese bibia nsom atimi akoso ye de sansam no eno nsom atimi ya todwa na me pacho owura ne didi Inigo Martinez no eno wose yemfa nto ye no na afi no yenkam wo bia so ntimente ese club party sa Madrid na ya bo ade na afi no ene ma nyina atimi akoso se referee kwampa ye mistake na mo de mo tina baabi na mo ankasa no mo kekansam na afi no owura ne didi Rudiger na no nwi kuha yenya no na onkonko bo referee ding and the recorded the beggars in 20 year or come will be as what to me as a last night no let just say you see any on there or come will be as what to me so on one casano a big club like a Rima to the Bobocono any kind something a sunny man no a players out on almost something to me and a boy and it added the attendance some fun to him say Inigo Martinez and what is on something and on something to me a bad no pain no yet didn't and on something to me up to your joining Facebook no Opa Otec 102.9Fm wa brad ya meka ne nyina no me ba cho Inigo Martinez nsensam no me dia send Eugene Kwabra Maradona or de ne coat no eno nsom beto so no fe no me ba cho ba bia wo bia won so no watimi anya bi na fe won nsom watimi awe ne kama ama be bia nsom watimi akoso ye de sansam ne nyina no eno nsom watimi dia ba ensam ne to so aye mo ane ye de ba na mame mfanto no se Inigo Martinez ato so ese no kura ne ono de all kano some TNS Madrid Bobocono, a big club like I am Madrid no unya players amomoni ye say na dia all kind of reference no omo ye nipa ana fenso no omo di no kre ade a wo deserve ambeje e dia ma sometimes ombetime ye mistakes ana fenso no said ye nipa bi ate no sana reference ni nyina omo som ate na owura ni din ade de tene se Inigo Martinez no o se otoaso de a lecture se o congratulate reference din ade recorded the big kwasa juma papa no ensom atimi ebo ye ma bibia so no etimi ekoye ne e kire se papa na nkasa ensom ye juma niema ni nyina no etimi akwasa kama o se football awi ni ama niema ni nyina no etimi akwasa ni nyina ne se de ka lecture se the best team no ana na deserve esa amonsom ebetimi awini game no ama bibia nso atimi akoso eno eye owura ne did Inigo Martinez ana cheso no nsom pomode de nyina eno nsom atimi ya toya no na lami yama say yankam wo bia so ntimente esa even some concede one goal and also 2 goals so obetimi aka esa no problem this year no ade baako ene say Madrid Boboko no and all kind of playing west and what it toja esa Madrid this season Madrid Boboko no anya better mfanche Barca Boboko no ente se Madrid Barca no mo besia na ebia Barca team no omo concede ebia 2 goals e dey free Madrid Boboko no no Lamine Yamal say anya problem bia ne nyina ene se Barca team no ye can this season ankasa no omonsom aye the best club omonsom abetimi akana fe no ne nyina timi akoso aso compare 2 clubs ne dia let's say Barca Boboko no aye best club by the sansam ne nyina eno som timi dia ba ye barum our Barca Boboko no omo dressing room na enigia enra ekoso said your boys ni twi so masa enye beteu omo bonso pa ema ne nyina koso me ba cho de wo no ene sa o chekia ne chese bonsa players no kwabena aye ready won o de atum eno ano no join the Facebook no and YouTube aye Otec 102.9FM Otec 102.9FM opa na wa like page no o like page no na wa share ama bibia nso no etimi akoso kama me ba cho radio fo no yeni mabro esanse yeni mo a ana eboso yemfa we nwie classico ensensama wudo no esanse ahono ne de yedi achi a wan we amana ne nsam ni nyina no ye be wie Barca dressing room enra na enye bete na enya asam ketoa eni gie nko a awa Estadio de la Catuja Barca ana ye Copa del Rey champions a adwuma ne nyina no edo manim Barca players no agye wɔn ani ɛwɔ dressing room.
Otec 102.9.
Don't touch that dial.
Right inti sanete Barca players no edgy woman our dressing room mo share Facebook no any YouTube ni nyina on say enipa ono ankasa ekuta de tie ne say na chese music box na enwom no elbow fam ne phone and omo de bonyom no eye lami yama na LED sade no eyi nkrofo ashi na chese omo ena ebomode ayi madredefo hini nyina no lami yama ene boys no ensom aboso kama wa bra Barca bobo kono players no ensom celebrate Barca omo victory omo nya ye still na no video no ebeda Facebook no so na chese eye kakra ye wie no kwabna san de beto so no fani ma ne nyina no etimi akoso kama ye nwura na afemi mfansam ne mo ensom entimi mra ne nyina anesam ene akwakoye Sundays ano ma chese wodo anensom abekoso awade yetie ne san aye various leaks in mo nemo mame fa we amount se na etom yesi orani did Don Carlo Ancelotti and some any Brazil sense no the men say kana sa yesi say no and some chese aye kumo pa ama and some bobo bad the men say ka and some orani did the Don Carlo Ancelotti do next week na fe ote ese papa ne Brazil and some agree ese okwa koye adwuma na amane nyon wanwane nyina and said this season no and yamana nkasamfa emfa Madrid bobo kono entim owura no de mensenka ene se after se enura ensenkan ni nyina ekokọ wie ya Madrid bobo kono eji wo mani so ewo Barca ni mo no le chesem eye owura ni de Don Carlo Ancelotti ensem ewura mo na fe no one eye Brazilian Football Confederation no ensem ankomo ni nyina na to aso ama bibia ensem atimi akoso kama yanku ya no na fe no memfanto no se wura mo awade ye tennis champion no 2 games and 3 games e boss no stop bobo kono epo kanemi ensama se 13 etimu pakole bobo kono ene Monaco eye 1-1 Lyon tim no epo 4 ama Rene bobo kono ensom etimi kanmu pako abrantia ne din ade fofana abrantia ne din ade fofana enya go no le chesem owura ne din Edi Corentin Tolisso, Bogoni Paco, and some Eddie Kamo Kama Mamin Fantuja, as Alexander Lacazette, and of Uranity, Eddie Mekutes, Womanino, and your ghost, Eddie Ma, Leon Bobo Kono, and my baby and some Kosukama, and a day Amino Casino, or Ramawali Champion Madia Womano, and some Manchester Abasono, the woman here, maybe I told the tennis study and J, and the Leo Sanson along to Bobo Kono, and the Auxerre Montpellier, Bon Eddie TRM said Timino Sansono, and a non to Timino. Body a tear to lose and so as some Marseille sono body a tear study Brassois where your games are maybe I told Toja our champion say PSG Bobo Kono and I just almost some watch and so as a 78 points in Womonia maybe I told Monaco over 56 I'm tossing you young Queen Monafeno young Fadia Capia and some Timimra Uramo our the tennis Pontesri Canua lectures on Monsono Manchester Woodor and some Coso Camadiatiano and some buy off Leverkusen owura did Jumpy Alonso and an emrantene obajuma Patrick Chick epo goni pako ama chese de tieno ane san aye owura din ade Emiliano Buendia enso anya goni pako ade kan ho Leverkusen enya 2 goals meba chori yete ne sem Osberg bobo kono entimi ante wa bra me confirm esa Bayern Airport 3 ema Mayan setim no omo som entimi ante be ma me mfontja esa owura ne dire Leroy Aziz Sane enya go ni bako Michael Olise ede bi to so ana femi pacho Mr. Tikase Eric Dyer ensom ball kan bako ade to so ede ma Bayern bobo kono enti final score Bayern 3 Mayans nil ana no som course kama sene so esa ofian bobo kono etifie ma side denitin ade Borussia Dortmund so no ekobom ekam yensa me ba twa ofian bobo kono etimiti kan mo mienu owura ne didi se wu gerase enya go ni bako Julian Brandt enya bako ana fe Anton so no ensom aya ne 3 ede ma Dortmund bobo kono me ba twa Hostinkel echi Mönchengladbach kitim no empone 4 Mönchengladbach etimiti kan mo miensa Wolfsburg tifie ama Freiburg and sono etwa ne bako entren Frankfurt ebo 4 ama Leipzig entimi ante ene uremo awo Bundesliga no mu a lectures awon sono de tennis Bochum ane Union Berlin ebebo Samsung na Werder Bremen sono ene St Pauli game no eba so kama channel so esem na Bayern team no awo 75 ama Leverkusen sono awo 67 tosum ye no ano aye Bundesliga no ane edin sam nyina ano som team de aba no wa bra ye ku en mo na ma memfantoja ese we are no me pacho omo games awodo no na chese omo nso no mo enra matches awodo no on se ni nyina ne se Pope na chese na yie no se na etimi baso kama ama chese yewura Pope ono na da kale kasori na no me pacho se yakura papa na chi entene le chese se we are matches awodo no baso kama ma men confirm ese komo 1907 bo e de tie genu anopa ya 10:30 na game no to dwaye karo Venezia ensom ani AC Milan team no 10:30 Fiorentina trefio Atemio French Florence na fe no omne Empoli bobo kono ade ahwem kama uremo ewo Giuseppe Meazza International Milano amopo ade atia side tane dire Roma Sansono ana Juventus team age no mo apo ade atia AC Monza ama sankem na baso uremo ewo Giwe Stadium Atalanta team no ensom ane leche ane di bom nemo no ye wie nwumra no me patro 645 no urem ewo Diego Armando Maradona Franco Stadium SS Napoli amopo ade atia Torino bobo kono ama bebi ansom atimi akoso kama sewi ano Inter our 71 Napoli our 71 emuayere pa ana Atalanta so no Etasomiensa with 64 points. Yet telling you some Timidiaba, young Ram our La Liga no feno, Bebacho Manchester, and also Basono, Onse La Liga no, the Tienese, I copa de rain inteno, Omantimia games and Ranemono, and then game on a Paco, Ebeto Jadia Tennis, Biavia, Ebe Ramanofe, Omne Espanol, Bobo Cono, and some Adiashimu Kama Sansono, and I'm in front to just a Premier League, no, Leicester, Manchester, Utono, Bebrena Basso, Chelsea, Bobo Cono. Atina feel Stamford Bridge mebacho ya Jackson Nicholas Jackson adwuma modi boy na tem no wunia san jana na so enya the only goal no edi ma Chelsea Enzo Fernandez ana ebo moden etimi assist no enti Chelsea she bako ema Everton bobo kono entimi ante uramo our the American Express Community Stadium Brighton and Hove Albion Omo ball 3 Emma West Ham United team no and some ultimate can mum you know wa brand Newcastle United and so no echi Ipswich Town Epom ekama akumako ayam yensa Emma Chester Ipswich entimi entibe owra ne tin ade de tie ne se aya memfanto no Mr Alexander Isak ehye go ne bako na Chester na owra ne tin Dan Ben enya bako so no etimi ade kan ho anafem William Osola enso ebo go ni bako adema Newcastle 3 no bakama Ipswich entimi entibe awo St Mary Stadium no Leicester Southampton bobo kono etena fiama Fulham abebo mo nso academy no omotimi tikan mo bako Emil Smith Rowe ebo mo dinya go ni bako adema Fulham ana fenso Ryan Sassanyo enya go ni bako eka ho adema Fulham 2 no bakama Wolves ebo 3 Leicester entimi ante enti game no ne nyina eno no ene den no ebo wana channel so asa Bournemouth football kono and Manchester United bebo sansono and a big game ebasono exactly 3:30 and a game no and some beto Liverpool bobo kono ebe German afi amapo e de tia saida le tin ade tona must pe mamin fantuja esa game we make am one no let chess Liverpool game no omo some timi we ni a omo chances sa omo be Premier League no and some koye pass say no let me be some timi akoso obro ne tin ade Thomas Bremo ebe German a center referee e de am game no ewo Anfield Road Stadium mama bibia nso no etimi akoso kama ano aya kakra free mo etimi dia ba Premier League table no say Liverpool ewo 78 Arsenal the Gunners ewo the tiene say 67 Newcastle United ewo 62 Manchester City toso 9 61 Chelsea abetoso nom aya 60 points and Nottingham Forest and so ewo 60 points Aston Villa ewo 57 Manchester United omo baby omo dano emu ose pa omo toso dunum 38 points and a United and so no etimi anya ne kama ye dini nyina enso etimi dia ba Diamond Scientific Bar and Research Clinic dura ya to ne din to na keba me sha no ana me pacho omo pomoten no fe no omo nso aso ya sene ena no pay ama ye din sam ne nyina ba sha no so ese to na keba me sha no eno nso pomoten no fe no ene ama ne nyina eno nso etimi akoso kama me pacho obema no ma ye mre no aye to na keba me sha ma nom na fe no emunya dene kama ebeboa ama bebia nso etimi akoso sono ana dietie ne san woyɛ bɛma wankasa no ɛnneɛma nkoyɛ mfama o lectures ɛtɔda bi a wɔyɛ mmerɛ ɛsɛ kusi ɛyɛ bɔ no so wɔ bɔn mu no ɛkɔba ne san ɛmoa nonum to ne kene be ɛbɛboa wo kama ama bibia no ɛtumi akɔ so san so no ɛna ɛma no amanya infections awodoɔ ɛma no amatenka ate kɔ no ɛma no amoma nsɛsɛne ɛmɛye no ɛyɛ donne kɛba mesha ɛfi Diamond Scientific Bar and Research Clinic asoyɛ no ɛna me nso me pomɔden no afe no mede ne nyina ɛde atoa no mu sɛ pomɔden no jibe esan sam ojibia ebeboa amane amane nyina eno nsom atimi akoso donek no aye du papa uram ewo baabi atonton no bia obenya bia to sanso ana wo de ompese wo bekọ akochini ewo montene so na bia mefa ha busa amane amane nyina atimi akoso a bomade ne bra Otec FM ha oba Otec FM ha de wo mu ne se busa se me pe donek ne bi ato baabi a yehye bia no obenya donek eba me hyene be etimi ato kama Dr. Esela ono ankasa no oda Dr. oda Diamond ano one Dr. Kwache ofre omo a omo wono no aye ayaresabia omo bebo made na afe no se nkomodie na ese ne udi wo phone so a ye be no bedi nkomo kama sanso no na ese oba clinic wa obeba na bebia nso atimi akoso on se Diamond omo ne de oto aduro na donek no Dr. Sanese fre omo na mo nkyerɛ formula wode be pochiri kra eja tuato no ɛyɛ 0246 727 677 0246 727 677 ano ɛyɛ number ofre na fe no bebia nso atimi akoso donek ba me sha no ɛboa ma bebia nso atimi akoso de ɛwɔ no and sa stories 1 or 2 na fe amana ne nsɛm no yɛmfa ensi na bebia nso no entimi enkoso kama de tie no ene se on se mame mfanto ani mu se uramo awo City bobo ko no mu a yes de tie ne se 2 players ene gisem ade ma owura ne din ade me mfanto ani mu se Pep Guardiola de men se kano ene se Alan Protalad ene player ne din Rodri nyina ye back awo training ede ma City bobo ko no enti they say mu amu Rodri ache no de wo mu ne sem owura ne din ede Rodri wasan ye baka oba na waba be boa ma bibia nso no etimi ankoso kama ma memfanto dwa ese ensam fofra eba ne say United bobo ko no finalize boy ne din ede Matheus Cunha ne chese ne deal no say ne United enso epeso mutua 62.5 million pounds ede ma Brighton anasem Wolves bobo ko no na fe omde afa boy no ama adwuma ne nyina eno nso no etimi akoso kama ye de latest awudo no ane updates ne nyina eno nso etimi de ama wa na no pa ya ma bebia nso no etimi akoye kama ma men koma ne mo na fe no memfanto ya sade ye tie no ane sem intabobo ko no ama kwa akunya nsem owura ne tin ade Marcus Lilian Thuram aye player ade ma City bobo ko no na de men second na no pe no ene se boy no yɛse ɔno nso no akɔ ama kyɛsɛ deɛ ɛreba no ɛne sɛ wɔntumi recover in time ama deɛ tie ne sɛ Inter ɛne Barca game a ɛreba so ɛyɛ next week yɛda yɛ anim yɛ no mɛbatwo owura ne din ɛde Marcus Lilian Thuram ɔntumi ɛntoa game no so ɛmfa ma Saida ne din ɛde deɛ tie ne sɛ Inter nti first leg no boy no ɛnso ɛntumi mmɔ ɛno ɛne kakra ɛna nɔpɛ no ɛreba yɛde latest awodoɔ no nyinaa ɛde ma mo live on your super mega da 102.9 ensam no ɛdɔɔso ne mmom no ɛmmerɛ no this time no ɛyɛ a yɛmpɛ sɛ yɛde bɛdi agorɔ yɛmfa no nyina no ɛmfɛnsi ɛwɔ amonane na afei yɛmmra ɛnkyɛ abeyafoɔ bɛtena se na yɛne wɔn adi nkɔmmɔ ɛyɛ ano ahyɛ no nso sɛ ɛnɛmenim Dr. Amuzu bɛba wɔn enti Dr. Amuzu nso no ɛbɛba no afei ne yɛne no adi nkɔmmɔ ama biribi nso atumi akɔ yie enti kwan no ɛwɔ sɛdeɛ yɛ a waboboa no ɛna wie amonane nsɛm a ɛna anɔpɛ yɛboaboa no ɛwɔ Otec 102.9 total sports no so no yɛde si yɛnkyea master Jobo generator expert ɛna afei nso no Brako Fife 21 rentals ɛne chairman Jalil ɔda tagvi pharmacy ano ɔmo nyinaa yɛ mpanimfoɔ a ɔmo yɛ heavy paa yɛnkyea ɔmo ɛna afei nso deɛ tie ne sɛ director Kwaku wɔyɛ Sun and Stone chairman ɛwɔ mena ɔne Samson chairman organizer yɛnkyea ɔmo na afei no nyankopɔn nhyira ɔmo nyinaa master Dan ɛwɔ CPC deɛ wɔ mo no amanane nsɛm no nyinaa si yɛba no afei yɛaba bɛtoa so discussions awodoɔ no ne nyina ɛba live on Otec 102.9. deɛ maka no abɛyafo ba bɛtena ase na afei yɛwuram nsɛm awodoɔ no na yɛdi ne nyinaa ba wei ɛfiri yɛyɛ nua wɔ se good morning with test sports watching you live from Dubai. Greetings to all Barcelona fans wei ɛfiri Bernard Rankin ɛna ɔde wei no ɛde aba amakyɛsɛ ne nyinaa nso no ɛtumi akɔ so nti sɛdeɛ maka no Facebook no ɛne YouTube ne nyinaa no show no ɛdɛm mɔmmɔden no afei no momfa mo messages awodoɔ no ɛmfamra na yɛnredi ne kama ɛmfama mo na bibia nso ntimi nkɔ so kama wei efi Nana Romeo was watching live from Munich, Germany, Barcelona all the way ɛna me nua no nso no abɔmɔden ɛde wei no nso no ɛtimi ɛde atum ɛkama good morning to you guys ɔsɛ I'm Ebenezer watching you live from Dunkwa on a fin ɛno ɛna me nua no nso no abɔmɔden ɛde aba wei bae Ajamai Douglas ɔsɛ Vesca Barca ɛno aba abɛ type ɛde ato ɔkɔ wei no so ɛsɛ okay yɛnhwɛ na bibia nso ntimi nkɔ we was say Modric, Lucas, Mendy, Alaba, Ancelotti should be fired immediately. We know ne dia wo de bae no saa na ade ni nyinaa etie yɛmra fia na yɛmra medi nkɔmɔ ensam no ɛdɔso na emom no wodi akyire die a bibia bɛyi labi
Odowara.
Se bibia boko.
Oh, Dominic Owusu.
The radiase.
And no money be as usual.
Oh yes, sana be sana ebe ya kopim se we ase ne be futu afra na bibia na ye kama so se fie boko de
Oh, and no my
ye da Yankopon ase ye da Yankopon ase
if you nko ade no my
no my fie ye dia na ye se bibia ye kama se
Obani
yes
na boko de
oh adomara kwa be say be kwa heroes mo mfa men ka de bia no contingent am be ko match no
sa
ai
oh kwan da
oh say de let's say sana mbe
so
ye
be nya
oh sana me ye no
kwan da obi
sana me ye no ai
and say na betimi kwa de why leader of delegation
oh sana me ye no from and then ankasa no kra no
sa
Yankopon na ye yitimi bae
okay
and say ketwa na afi na
okay
asore ko bem
okay
afi na asore ko
me kai so te ho kire
anti
oh
but na say
congratulations
yeah we na chikale be say congregation say fie boko
nyame adom ne ma ye ba
oh ye the radiase me hu so wa bio bible no
mabiem
and then no verse na ba
yes can't see the Diodu girls
ti
ya de baba
eh la bi so afa de
it's a Bible mo yi we to twene
na bi enye to twene on say yeah
because e mompa ne no mani binya
yeah ana ye nua ketwa
Marcel of course
on say Marcel e be ye no internship wa ha no all konade a odija crew no Otec FM nti ya na only proper say sometimes you be ko enu
sure
yeah nti Marcel
sure
our Amstead aso for sports you know
oh okay
sports secretary no English department no?
Oh fantastic
say level 400 or any internship or Dumai senior high school odikekrum no
odikekrum
Dumai senior high school hono
yes Marcel ye nchia ne pa on the bible ne ba ko fintinya se ye obi to twene so ho emre ne saa ne tie omo anu omo shasi omo anu omo bi enam bisine omo anu omo shasi ko fi omo anu omo nam bisine
o say
omo anu omo shasi time aye wu school time
o akwa akire ansa na oberu aye ha abejoni omo anu omo cheba afene cheba afo
say omo we
wajja no ho
as much as possible no me try say Brano me get in touch.
Na bia na Bible nso afa say we
Brano nya no ma so.
When was the last time we used to hear no buy when was the last time?
Asofo for no ba mu read. Say we da studio.
Be cast sports team minka asofo for.
Me kwa etoda me use we o na me refi me ho. Ansa na escapade we kwa be ha no.
Yes.
But
all the same no.
Ni nyina asem
krona. Yes, Labi.
Obeni kese.
Yes. So what you say niam ni bi ye. Wo de sound so ne be ya. But enra me no nyina na wa
yes sir
niam na bebre ko so ana chese nya bete menim se niam no wa wote ana abufu aba da bia wo japade wo no wakoma wo ho anko yamfama Madrid said there na Madrid for but ebi wo ha na mo expect wo no krampo na ebi da Nyankopon se wo sama upon Barca form ne Madrid team no bibia akoda na Barca na e Copa del Rey champion
yeah say Copa del Rey ni de omwa ni kutem dada
sure
enti we ka ho a 32 times and Barcelona are champions of the Copa del Rey but me pese me fa bibrim kakra bi ba na ma betie si ona me de ho awie so hu enti mami kipi amamfo in suspense kakra na me mfa hamra na Walasty we were just before that Mamenka a very good morning to me brother back with friend Brian or Mamponten na omamanya ntie through of fire chamber for say or monitor program ne pa nti yadana say for monitoring baby obi ambiche oni abusuani nyina and na chairman Ishmael yes ono see one fine gentleman chese woni ni nya encounter won say empa woni ni patient ti ma minchia chairman Ishmael so na minchia tifo nyina so when you mo share on Facebook especially the Otec Sports Diaspora Forum as an say on platform no so aye cool kakra ti was yet mi shake ho so all right na me se me fa bibrim kakra ɛne sɛ Walasty nyame yɛ adom a the CAF Champions League final no ɛba so between two teams.
Sure.
Mamelodi Sundowns and Pyramids. Okay. But when it comes to the CAF Champions League, you bought final no, in 2 days, home and away. Enti Mamelodi Sundowns ebedi can host the Pyramids on the 24th of May.
Okay.
Ne yakobo the reverse fixture no ewo Egypt on the 1st of June. Na winner of both games no I emerge as the eventual champion. So now before this stage there were 4 teams, 2 from South Africa, 2 from Egypt.
Sure.
Egypt na Pyramids ena Ali ena South Africa Orlando Pirates ene Mamelodi Sundowns. Na Sundowns get it to the final no. Na also omuko Egypt knock out Ali Ephraim before ombetimi ebuki omu place in the final. Okay. Na assembly ni say Eugene Beboya 64-year-old Marcel Koller were Swiss ni so na the tier ni say in 2022 and Al Ali appointed as the head coach of the club. Now from 2022 ebepim eneno or we need the CAF Champions League 2023 and also we need 2024.
Okay.
In addition to this, we need 2 league titles and 2 FA Cups. So with the Super Cup ne beka ho kra de anachese ne numbers ne kosro. But because when Timian secure a place in this year's final of the CAF Champions League inti Ali for and in a party ways Omejan Coin. And I generated a lot of conversations. So especially in Egypt. A lot of people believe say the decision taken by Ali is crazy and that Omanye fair to Marcel Koller. You can understand because the figures ekasa for the man. 2 previous edition and editions no. He's won it 2023 2024. And he said this year when Timi anko final anya we crowd wa hit final 4. But Ali say no. So from the side of Marcel Koller, you can understand.
Okay.
So what I say for those who believe say team na anye fair to him. So what I say because numbers ne wo ho. But say on the part of Ali no. Omu desire to be on top at all times no. And the situation is crazy.
Okay.
They believe say at all times they must be there. And they've done a lot. They've been consistent. So, one of those teams on the African continent take order for several years. I am feeling impact in the game. So, and to them, no. Nenye acceptable say. Omukonya goalless results. Was it 1-0? Yes, I think it was 1-0. So, na ombetine fie. Emma Mamelodi Sundowns ebe yi omu frame. And the man should leave for another person to take over.
Okay.
And no, some of the things are big clubs no omoye. So what you say. And the amount bet you almost is almost every single year piano. Omu make sure say resources are available for coaches to work.
Okay. And
they are able to maintain quality. And even add more. And to whom much is given, much is expected. And wait there, me feel it for Marcel Koller, right? Okay. But that is how it is, especially when you are coaching some of the big teams so mutimi provided everything for you. Me assure say about we all the best. 64 years there, why any part for Ali and all of that. And then so we share the Confederation Cup now. Yeah, bought the reverse fixtures. So now interestingly, Walasty. Confederation Cup no ente se CAF Champions League na yenya 4 teams ni nyina from 2 countries no. This time there were 1 team from South Africa, 1 from Tanzania.
Simba.
Yes, Simba. 1 from Morocco and 1 from Algeria. Constantine from Algeria. RS Bekani from Morocco. Simba from Tanzania and then Stella Bosch from South Africa.
Yes.
Now, this is how it is. In the first fixture, club by a friend of RS Bekani, Omukwa away, Eko share, no, Omutina home rather, Eshe Constantine 4.
Yeah.
And moving into any game, no, Omukuta 4 goals. And a day call Akufesi Constantine.
Sure.
Ewo. Algeria. For me, it is a done deal. Me who how Constantine ebetimia back, umbetimia winning, but me sure say be a winner. Ebema ometimia qualification ahead of RS Bekani.
Okay.
And we a game ebeba so 4 p.m. But before that, Stella Bosch betnefi no musuni Simba abo.
Okay.
So na no so no unim say
Simba so kuta 1-0.
Yes.
Yes.
Simba share 1 of ye. E ho na ye close no. So
sure.
Enti Simba 1 goal na o share ye no. E too slim for me. And so I check Stella Bosch. Omunya that bad. Omunya one of the strongest teams this year in the competition this year.
Okay.
Enti I'm thinking that e ho no, even though Simba kuta 1 goal, but Walasty, the ebekwa ko piem ni say, ahwe ya omu 1 goal no. Ain't enough for them to secure qualification.
Okay.
Inti how they obia to qualify, but I think say already no there Bekani they were booking the ticket in the final of the competition.
Fantastic.
That is it for the CAF Champions League and the Confederation Cup.
Sure.
France the yewi yache. Inti asimbia ni PSG Adi League no. Omu focus Champions League.
Okay.
Inti adi omu pa ni say in addition to winning the league, no person unbeaten. But of course, if you have the Champions League, which is the main target at hand, and you are playing against Arsenal, where you the most successful club in the history of the Champions League, attention, Ebeko, is the reason why Nice Ekoshe Omo by 3-1 on Friday. And one said Omusi here, Omo arrangement no. Omo arranging it in a way say Obo Friday to be enough time to rest and play on Tuesday. For those who didn't understand why PSG lose, and that is the reason. Omo doing the Champions League. So, the same thing. We share the Bundesliga. Say you can say they are from the look of things. Vincent Company will win it with Bayern, and that is one of the things when you are on a bigger platform. So, you may not be exceptional, but the platform bet me a projectile to a certain level. Now, if you check the Bundesliga, I quite say Leverkusen, Esha, na Bayern ashe. Leverkusen Lusua, na Bayern Lusu. Omo draw, na we so draw. But of course, yesterday will be a share. Leverkusen share Augsburg by 2-0, and Bayern share Mainz 05 by 3-0. But on say I got 3 games near the Bundesliga season. Say will be about 31. Say Eugene Emma Bundesliga table now you see say Kamia Kwese as in the next game Bayern he had just a point to secure it. So what I say because 75 points for Bayern Munich, and a 67 for Leverkusen or that second. To the difference, saying 8 points. And I got 3 games to go. 3 games, so 9 points in the womb. So, and maybe a win in the next game for Bayern Munich. Not just so but baby, a focus no war again. To say the EPL, a man for pre top 5 no. Uko Bundesliga ni miswa. Say Dortmund chase a top 4 finish.
Sure.
And with 3 games to go, no, Dortmund at the 6th position with 48 points.
Okay.
But the TN say Freiburg and RB Leipzig and they are ahead of Borussia Dortmund. It appears that Niko Kovac it take you over no. Wa improve it him no.
Sure.
And they are pushing no a top 4 finish at a point not any realistic, but gradually it's becoming realistic because still we share 4th position now a SC Freiburg. Okuta 51 points. We share 44 goals. I concede 47 goals. Nti or negative of 3 goals. 5th RB Leipzig. On also 49 points. And we share 48 goals. I concede 42 into our plus 6 goals.
Okay.
Dortmund the 6th. Dortmund points no 48. Between Dortmund and Leipzig just a point. And between Dortmund and Freiburg 3 points.
Yeah.
Into just a game. Into you 9 points. And that our money compete for.
Sure.
Advantage for Dortmund is our better goal difference. Because we share 60 goals, I consider 49. Into our a plus of 11 goals.
Okay.
Whilst Freiburg negative 3. Not Leipzig plus 6 no. Dortmund plus 11. Into a defeat for any of them and a win for Dortmund. Ebe push Dortmund back into the top 4. Into I think sir, the mission to finish in the top 4 at the end of the season no. Walasty Niko Kovac am now realistic for Dortmund and a very good job.
Okay.
Copa del Rey.
I got 4 minutes.
I na me face. Send right can be intino. Mami mainland or Copa del Rey.
Okay.
Once again, congratulations to FC Barcelona.
Fantastic.
Whichever way I will be shame komoni biano, they've proven said this very season. Omo better. Echen Real Madrid. In the last 3 games. In the last 3 games. How many Real Madrid abo this season no. Oma make sure say omo the goals mako 12 or so. Because back here 4 plus 5 2 9. Now the 3 are become 12 goals. And clearly Oma show omo dominance over Real Madrid this very season. Until they've done what you have to give it to them. And Hansi Flick. Who say me can say Barcelona echo say tight corner because of Umsikasem. And decided say let's bring on board somebody who experience in Hansi Flick.
Okay.
And nominate Xavi a party ways, right? But Ostati Juman clearly you could see say was a team no. But never so bad say obey season onya BB to show for. So what you say into winning the Copa del Rey, something like a morale booster again in the fight to win the La Liga and also to make sure say ebia ombe timienya the Champions League in addition to this. Enti omaya there, but I think say one issue a bar public before the game officiating Ricardo de Vegos, right?
Yeah, Ricardo de Vegos.
Any nisu okosuye because now Madrid 4 complain say or a bias towards other teams against Madrid, right?
Okay.
Emma hun sempi by mi hun say sound common a course before the game ni nyensu so as all referee ne so. Clearly enra no who say na pressure e wo referee ne so. And on the field both players Barcelona for and Madrid for no every single incident no matter call referee ne so. It was a very tough night for Ricardo. But all in all, me, if you ask me, I think say he did his best under the circumstance. Unim di entia. What I saw ni say at a particular moment, now was saying a penalty for Kubasi.
Okay.
Ceballos on Kubasi. It didn't happen, and I was surprised. VAR for Nuswamem. Again, I saw Rudiger on Dani Olmo, and also should have been a penalty. But again, mehude ye VAR for Nukra memukra. And at the last incident was the Raul Asensio and Rafinha Edieno. Referee no said there was a contact, but clearly replaced no. Emani who said there was no contact, it was a dive.
Okay.
And all in all, I don't think say any of the teams can complain say officiating on the day NMA will be winning here and I will be share, which is why I'm here disappointed in Real Madrid players, no, any on bench for especially Rudiger at that level. Ye now na ice ne ye dia chichire unanu cry ye fakobo referee. What kind of behavior is that? I am expecting say or sanctions be beba.
Sure.
In addition to the red cards and all of that, because they did not conduct themselves well. Most of the incident, I know more quality referee in their favor. No, it was not like that. The difference and run was that Barcelona players, no, best at 95 of them are fit compared to Real Madrid.
Okay.
Mami Mount 2 instances.
Right.
Barcelona equalizer, no. Was it Ferran Torres?
Second goal, no.
Yes.
Ferran Torres.
Shed that pass.
Okay.
A coy, no. Se Rudiger a fitter, there's no way. As a bon untimimfa. And even the first goal, for example, you could see say how a Real Madrid for no organize or more at the back. Allow Lami Yama Manikati in Esabe Seti Bono Emma Pedri, no. I mean, they just left him. Ordinarily, if they were fit, Ebianca, Omu man that chance to even pass the ball.
Okay.
So what you say.
Okay.
And again, Mbappe, Ebemuno, you say in a way at the balance be a bedimo for Real Madrid. But Ancelotti could not start him because he was recovering from an ankle injury. So, into a be a free ankle injury, body, wouldn't mean thrown into a game like that. But Obo, Vini, Rodrigo de Goes, ni Jude Bellingham, he realized that any muhona is flat. There is no balance. Okay. He was forced. So, you know, I think that a small details be and a Madrid for the game ni be di omonsemno. Omantimi and take care of. And a ma game ni 10 year in favor of FC Barcelona. For example, the last goal you see, Modric ama pass, Brahim Diaz, Jibone.
Okay.
Oh, yama pass who ko we chise ball ni momentum.
Right, Kofi.
Enti in the end, it was all about Barcelona.
Sure.
Complaints about officiating near the end. I don't think say Real Madrid for no. Omo enough grounds to do that. Omunye good losers. Na yenkoye ni.
Sure, Kofi Labi and I'm telling can the governor no meba Mr. Seth Uferiye champion ho na afi no ya baba beye dia kane nyina e de free. So we say good evening, good morning. I'm watching you live from Germany. We so say good morning. I'm watching you live from Germany now. Okay, we'll repeat some mistake, you know. And as a message, you know, also say obede akoko de hwe bekum aku. Hey, Crespo, fufu, was say every club is afraid of Real Madrid except Barcelona. We can beat them at any place, even Florentino Perez bedroom, Vesca Barca, famous Barca, and a chairman sono. Eddie Abba, was we are sick and tired of Carlo Ancelotti. With his clueless tactics this season. He must leave the club next season and give us some air respite. I wish Asante Koroko the best club, the best of luck in today's game against Adriana. Go Fabulous and Emiliano and so Ediaba. Say,
Walasty,
Yensumuaha. Now, also a toasoma major.
Just one statement on the Confederations Cup.
Okay.
Me are very happy about where football Eddie Abedru. There be a case a football and a football. And I try to say a better politics Eddie free football no. Because devoid of your background, baby of free piano, when it comes to club football. Yeah, now diverse because we free her, and ya can't bomb the park so. To the moment the national politics ebi club football mono SABBR even in national teams today we have players who naturalize if you omunchi ekopie baby foforo baby ofiri no dan no akwa akopie
yeah
the ama make us as we nyina Constantine ne Bekan game no
okay
when say last year in the Confederations Cup semi-final first leg na yɛ sɛ kɔso ɛwɔ Algeria na USMA ɛne Berkane ɔbɛkae a ɛno na saa game na ntoma ama so all because Moroccan club ɛyɛ friend Berkane ɛyɛba Algeria no na ɔmo de the disputed land a two countries no ɛtwe ho daawre ɔmo ko ho ntɔkwa no ɛde aka the Morocco flag no de ato ɔmo gyesi n'anim claiming supremacy of the land and ownership of the land saa territory na two nations no fight a ɛho asɛm kora da de Hague yɛn kanwie no asɛ provocation or provoke you
yes
wɔhyɛ wɔ bufuo ɔno fi ne kurom Morocco ɛbɔ Algeria no or that portion of the land na aka ɔmo flag no de ato gyesi n'anim de ɛbɔ Algeria kurom na ɔmo ka sɛ daabi so authorities anaasɛ Algeria state na nkasa decided say ɔmo ma game na ma so for which you declare USMA for no losers 3 goals and 3 points were awarded to Berkane. Second leg no ama so kra and a final no to aso.
Okay.
But if Yabedru baby a ene so the first leg between Constantine and Berkane et Makoswa, it means you're making headways. Yakuya in football. And that is the most important thing say. Algerian club bako any Moroccan club akwa sensia. Not this time they assume duo ha mi etimako game no. First leg na wie.
Sure.
Na fe second leg no so no. Se Berkane share first leg no 4-0. In the second leg no so ebe koso.
Okay.
Ami ahwe do bit me advance into the final. I think a positive. Say those politics e unity na e deprive of footballers be opportunities e bian compete ma make history because it was just a semi-final.
Yeah.
Who win semi-final, the final is just staring at you. And the opportunity bit ma ba ma ebe ko CV so ebe ko into history say what can be maybe a club ni win here. But for politics sa game na ntima nko so ema Berkane enya kwan to asumum eko winning the trophy and this time first leg akoso second leg bekoso yembo CAF and the two countries na ba so say omutimi reach an agreement peace pipe omusmoki na afi bibia akoso ama football no so etimi enya niti ejina yi pa for mami free Barcelona mra sa game no Walasty for some time now Classico no one game yempo time the Messi Ronaldo factors free because Ronaldo free Madrid 2 years before player friend Messi free on
yeah
omumienu factor ni free no we obviously predicted said the interest in the game no ebe form because beyond the Barcelona Real Madrid rivalry no there are people who are outside who are outside Real Madrid and Barcelona are more interested in Ronaldo Messi. It is non so say an attention for the Clasico. It is Barcelona and Madrid in Kwana but obiti Ghana ha anoti UK or Chelsea ni baby and a soft spot equal Ronaldo. Obiti a Cameroon or soft spot at the man Messi. It is a Clasico non kwa any interest in no okohe. The Ronaldo Messi bragging right and also can sure. So the fact that omumienu no more be absent in the Clasico, we started asking say why and now very interesting say after omumienu no ye go into Clasico and the face of the two teams are near the projected game no 17-year-old Lamine Yamal
sure
any Abrante here friend Vinicius Junior omina near the projected game no which is a sharp dive from the near no but the recent games no mabono akoso generated the flavor, the fever, the interest and everything around the game simply because after Messi free near who say Lamine Yamal kura ketua bi AP any last season year after the league among ade Vinicius so more ade Kylian Mbappe the next team no
sure
na to say any Madrid eche Barcelona bi obesi you know it is why Madrid near you'll be in high spirit where Barcelona near you'll be a little bit shaken because even without Kylian Mbappe the seasons before na Madrid that dominated Clasico no but you a sharp contrast say Hansi Flick befer team no this Barcelona team that it will take them maybe 2-3 years to peak to mature no chimbede za wo de me ni unya kwase ye nti chimbede mango no de awia da ho ahye na mana ko obeka no se mere
mu nyina ebunu
enu bi na Barcelona afo so o ma me chimbede o ma force we nyini apiki at the same time but you see and then na me hwe game na me hwe adim na me say da bi o Barcelona tuni en say na nkwara no see it revise argument no kakra enra almost started with an average age of 26.
Sure.
Madrid started with an average age of 27.5. That is 27 and 6 months.
6 months.
It is the difference between the two clubs in terms of average age, you know, and so sa. Tinya to say nkwada ni mpanyimfo anan kokorafo na ebo game. And somehow close kakra.
Okay.
Just that the energy levels of this youthful Barcelona side no on match anytime on besia club Real Madrid this season.
Sure.
And in 3 games so more winning nyina no wouldn't be man interesting. The 3 games or more dominate winning nyina no. They are yet to play in front of their home fans. Because the 4-0 in the league was at the Bernabeu.
Sure.
And the Super Copa no was in Riyadh. And another day was in Seville.
Yeah.
The dominance no munya kwa omunya nche baso Madrid and for munya no more supporters na anymore empo na dominance yini. So 11th May where the second leg of the Clasico in the league in the Bacosono that Barcelona will have their full house with ABA 10,000 supporters people of the Madrid for, and I think the buzzing ambience ne atmosphere no mbenya no e ho ne be some place no whether a pressure na any omoso when they are playing outside home no and the moment to be dominating Madrid no.
Okay.
When you have won 3 games already and the supporters will be in that expectant mood say ya show mo 4-0 home ya kwacho mo Riyadh asho mo 5-2 ho nanu ya e was Sevilla omo lead in 2-1 after say take lead omo ye come back by Emma Barcelona yesabe come back bimbe winning 3-2 and at home there ABA wuto ho and ABA the mind games no be for Madrid. Okay. Because you see the other form no unswa hia se biom. But Barcelona omo dominated the first channel in the last 3 games so expect say any at home there they nail in the coffin. You see omo preko. And I think say ABA ho na Madrid for no will show up.
Okay.
But in all this adia ba kwa enwanwa enwa adagula any Frank Garcia omo saying. Oh. Why can't Madrid have the confidence in these boys to play? Say at this stage, they be American ha. Yeah, na we are say we rekodo. Say Barcelona the 17, 19, 21 for nyina enya confidence the botia Madrid. Madrid needs our confidence, no. Say Adagula or oh, very good, very clinical, very direct. So but my directly play a detective game no Ediama Madrid no. Tell me on the chain. This is Praba. And I said just a coach ever say or rotate kakra and sana brante no and the team numero and then he had a very good game. Frank Garcia after fellow Mendy Eprae non so be no ebenya very good game. And I think that going forward said because so aye coach aye friend no aye Ancelotti and as a coach for Forobi and the better team no aye very obvious say that boy no say more man a chance. Okay. Na aye predictable say in this particular game, Madrid better game. No?
Sure.
Simply because Lewandowski was going to be absent. So only Lewandowski, I say, unya the headache to take him out. Na Ferran Torres. At least one centre back. Able to me a police no. Yeah. With one defensive midfielder, nani one a chikakra. Sure. So Madrid can search forward and decide say centre back bako plus the wing play no. Able to me join the midfield no. Abo game nibi. It is no one said they need a headache of young for 2 players. Enyina Lewandowski so because no water can no kwano. Obit match go no. And then no all nature say na Madrid be opportunity to come into the game. Oh. I was not surprised. Say Madrid from a go down, able to game by 2-1. Okay. But how Madrid of all teams in recent times now saying omumum timi sakamutu teams in terms of say because we in the lead. Now we through lead in a way. And I say ultimately stay out of game one for a very long time no. And only idea say we somebody who has followed the game I say maybe Ancelotti is somehow finished. Okay. ABO finished. That is why Madrid for no bonus so say or no and that's why you coach a man because a uncharacteristic of Madrid. Sure. Some Madrid be stay off in a game ono bo game na be 15 minutes oni game no ni dominating no in terms of score line any play and no the only time I won say Madrid a bad game no pa no second half of the extra time hear statistics no for ball possession overall no 59-41 for Barcelona first half of the game no na 63-37 for Barcelona second half of the game was 63-37 for Barcelona. First half of extra time, na 53-47. Na Madrid started by game. Eche me say as na Madrid penalties no. Second half of the extra time, 36 for Barcelona and 64 for Real Madrid.
Okay.
It means that Madrid were not entertaining penalties. They wanted to throw men forward and settle the game before we even go to penalties. Sure. And against the run of play, who say Barcelona for that opportunity. Omumum attack Madrid J ball ni no. That pass from Luka Modric and to me Enrique Arantena Kunde who capitalized on it. Sevilla onim kroni ye pa na Otec that shot na emo mu win the game no. Congratulations to Barcelona. Fantastic. And I'm looking out for that Clasico game no, on the May 11 when Omumum bebo home
2 weeks today.
2 weeks on bebo home say next weekend no Barcelona bebo Valladolid na Madrid abo Celta Vigo.
Fantastic.
After that week no near go into another Clasico on the 11th of May and I think say went man a win and close because me who say nothing at all to be 4 points before that game. I see Barcelona winning against Valladolid. I see Madrid winning against Celta Vigo. So the 4 points I'm going to go into Clasico no Mumum could be more na ko 7 that will be match week 35 into omu win we are ebeka 3 games to go and 9 points no lead you 7 it will be done but unya a win against them e close to 1 pointer with the Champions League and everything no I'm sure say Biana Madrid enyanity edidi me honom.
Fantastic.
Lastly Liverpool will be at Anfield. Liverpool for story no especially a generation of former supporters no something like a mirage be has a basi in the league and a basi na in 2019-2020 season no on benya the 19th title which was the COVID season your boy no.
Sure.
Surprisingly a team na on your league no in the Premier League era no from 92-93 now the division changing from first division ebe Premier League no. Unfortunately for their supporters that feat may take you more close to about 30 years to get it no. Unim say Liverpool supporters no could not enjoy the moment because there was COVID. It almost we need trophy no which is the league in an empty stadium in an era near more virtual supporters. As a supporters no you don't pictures LCC seat so now on the match day no ebi omo be screen no na ya mo afre into a Zoom or whatever video na mo hwe e was stadium no the ambience at us it omo winning title no even the parade and everything did not give them the fever and the flavor of winning a title for 30 years now on Sankan.
Sure.
But fortunately for them and against Tottenham Hotspurs se nyame ya dom no mo pick all the 3 maximum points and now move avoid a defeat krana omo na draw. They will pick their 20th title, a record 20th title, a record because Man U equal 20. So almost 20 omo equal record no. And that will be 20 division titles club your friend Liverpool benya. And this time the supporters can go wild because Anfield and a game no koso.
Yeah.
But oye Liverpool ni anka be pen sen. Say Liverpool lose game no. Na next week Arsenal and more guard of honor no say trophy because the next game to money Arsenal.
Sure.
And now see any ni enko Arsenal ni enko guard of honor no e wo honom. And I think Liverpool supporters no will have every right to celebrate in any fashion be on person omunya no. Because for 30 years OG League no OG we say free be COVID. It independent things say abonten so nko wensa anye yani. So na supporters kwa na enya kwan throughout the season na nko stadium enya that kind of fever on that season kwa no na nkomo pe an invincible season and I smile asa at the Watford almost share Liverpool 3
sure
30 almost 3
smile asa
sure and only the first game omo lose here season and then they went on to win the title. And I think that for what we have seen this season, yes, Omotima convinced Salah, I'm not extending the deal, which means he'll be at Anfield at least for the next 2 years. But Trent, very obvious, Real Madrid for at a plot at all. At the training season in now Branton Milram, no missing a Kayam Famomo. And Liverpool supporters, and congratulations ahead of game against Tottenham Hotspur. I don't see how Tottenham and the best support from the party now. We expecting a year say starting in that wild jubilation. Congratulations to Papa FN and a slot. Obey the 5th manager in the history of the Premier League to win the title in his first season. In his first season. In recent time, Club Anom tie in year by Chelsea. Jose by in the first season of Baje. Even Antonio Conte first season. And Oje had the title at the moment. Pep Guardiola by in the first season a trophyless. Went money any of the titles are a England 3 plus Champions League in Awenya. So Anna Slot, congratulations to One. And then the Liverpool side nina.
Sure, me da say Scandi ana yete ne nka no ye bana fe no ya to aso nkakra krasa ye kue ne mkama de wo mu ne say emre ne kwa na ekọ say de me kan ye no say eniema ne pi wo ho no mo a ye de ba na mum say openi ba ko wo yinya so Mr. Abbas o yinya so methodist wo so no kwa wo de nkra bia mauda
sa yinya so methodist
say baby ametena say o catch o say one day o mfa yini agro
me you be share sa many na pass on kancha me
Mr. Abbas
yencha a very good morning to him.
Sure Mr. Abbas awo yenya so ne yenya so ye area hofo ni nyina yencha obi
ene ayi I want to dechem so ana say side no yen me ka go fuel station a yetwem ho da bia no
go ne de enu ne dechem so
na abedi this side no ho sele ho dechem so
sa no muka no
okay we some friend dechem so go
dechem so
ma ho street no etwem dia nka kodi yenya so side on but yencha no yencha omo ho nyina was omo ne yedi
ni pa yencha obi anti sana die ni nyina te na before say ye be kona ye me catch say Dr. Amuzu ebeba na no pay me wo madam nyako ha ebidim komo na say
Walasty
say pe ba kutu akiri ni
etan na fe ni ehu fantastic can't see the Dudu girls 5 beautiful girls fantastic. Between yaye papa ye wofa ye nua pani Kwesi
Mr. Kwesi
Diodu Ifen odike one nana duase de share
sure
yaye nua ba nana na ema no adaroma ye transe Kwesi ade anopa bia se 50 Ghana cedis ene de to say ye yi twere no mu verse baako wa ho beye ha wo de beba ntem a watwa no wo answer no sai correct no na wanya 50 Ghana cedis no nti se si ai de me yi twere no e de atom wa wo be hono no 0505225578 said the day no e WhatsApp text message SMS enka ho and fan ko fa any other platform bia so e only WhatsApp message enko a ene ye je on 0505225578 do girls na that one say and atwene ka say ne kra betena yedie mu na nasefo anya asase so atena
nasefo anya asase so atena
we ewo hen ewo twesem no
nasefo betena yedie mu
ne kra betena yedie mu na nasefo anya asase atena so we ewo hen ewo twesem no ohuna 50 Ghana wa ubedi kan yetwa 50 Ghana cedis 0505225578
fantastic enti Bible verse na ye de ato wo no enti baby a wonimu no ese wo no now de aba fast WhatsApp na wo de aba 0505225578 yenyina we so yewrem e wo Dr. Amuzu aso ye na ye di nkomo madam nyako say bibi aye kama
adom ene Kwesi ada bibi koso wo Amuzu Junction Amuzu Herbal Clinic dwumadie kese bi koso ano pay tutu ye nya asem ketwa ane on se na no ye beka say Dr. Amuzu ye free hair screening na ye free hair screening no wo mo bo twi e ba ye wo bo ho no a wo ba ye no pese obehu so wonam ya de ana ye hwe na obi ho ye be ma ye hu se wate gono na ya ma wo mo enuro mo saafo na no mo ba ye nyina na free hair screening ni bie mu koso momrana doctor ensan hwese yadeɛ na wo bɛyɛ ho labs na ɛno nti yɛ ma wo aduro no afei wa yɛ okay ana because obi wa ɛyɛ ne sɛ ne hwe aba na ahohono ne kɔ na ko obedwo nso a wɔte sɛ ne bula matari no emu keka no afei de agya sɛ ɛne emetimi akɔhu yɛ amankwa na mesane na dabie mu ahwe yɛ asa akɔte yare bra ne behu wankasa wo gyina bie sɛ ade no sɛ de ohu atɔn yama amenu mu ana pressure gigi won ne namu twetwe no ne ntini mu twetwe no obaye no yema no amuzu garlic ni bi enti safo na anom maami yi se wonti se wontini mu twetwe kura brane na ahodaso ene bema ne behwe sa afa bibia ye okay ana yesam ya kwanya nto ho mamoa na no mwantimi ama bie mo si ye na da be na doctor besa ye biem ama na duru ye so Mr. Dr. Amuzu adwene nipa obi wa na yade na ha no enka enye se wonte se pain bi koso na sa labs no ye twroma ne kura no a na wo hwe so pa na 500 cedis 200 cedis onya enne Dr. Sam wakonya me pa cho bra ne be hwehwe wo nipa dua mu wo de wo ma bi da kura ne ye hu se yare be na etete wo na ye ma waduro se si a egusu gidi enti se wo beba sese ya bra wo pa asore nso na abeba ni nyina yete ho ya ye twen mu ye wo Amuzu Junction wo call wo ya afro police station no wo ye friend say usane Moro market usane crow from wona Moro market na yes wona Amuzu Junction wo ka obia ebehu
Dr. Amuzu
doctor wa
yes doctor mwa
ba ko pe
ana
doctor
data na 0247 776743 die ye twemu no enu ye prostate die tina no ma no entimi amabi ye twa scan nko a ese die ye di mojem die nyina ka ho
fantastic
nti mbetimi ba enkuratimi ba penifotimi ba na ye firi omo na ahwe mo kama na me be die na me di Amuzu galibtes na eja mo se do ni die ebua pa de na ho e de ma no onko pe Amuzu garlic no ni bu onye de ne ho so nye de ne okọ pharmacy bi ebi wo ho okọ bebi a drugstore biara so a ebi wo ho apart from say ebua mo atimi ada no ebiebie wuntini mu ma mogedi efusane kama wonipadua no mu bema anase oba ne mogedi efusane yie no stroke ne kura de ne mogedi efusane no pressure ne diabetes una na odwane timisraw se pressure wo soro a obehia Amuzu garlic bitters wa ko lab ye sugar level no de bia na e wo soro amawda odwunso nko na odwunso na mu ye ya na ye pay Amuzu garlic eno behia de bia na fifrete wonanti just 20 meters ube sweati saa ejese wa dress rade abro so na se anwa edos wo mu wonya Amuzu garlic bitters no mu a ebeti anwa no so ebe bua masabi srade na dos wo ho no ni nyine firi okra mo ho atọ Amuzu garlic meka ho ase bo mo ho ade yi pa obi sugar so saa ma affecting the site obi pressure wo so pa pressure wo ni so bo ho ade yi wonya Amuzu garlic no mu a ebema pressure woni so aba fom kura o wade hunu akoso yi pa meka edro hu asempa a kire wi ye frade bi Alison ewa Amuzu garlic mu eresolemium ejuma de poti ni se emoje die fusane pa ekobema no ho kai se before se obenya obeti se obema asore no etwa se moja no ebe pomp ya ko ho nti eduru a ebua ma moje die fusane ko bema no no eye duru a ema bema de bia otenenka sole nyumna eka hono so efa sude ni se ebo nkoma no ho mane nsai uye driver adwuma wo transit nim hye saa masabio heater efa se wo ase honom no enu nkwamwa no uye chef unu aduana so eja ho adwuma adwuma no ye no de bia heat efa wase unya Amuzu garlic no mu a saa solo me no no ebebo ospam so ban ma ensa ekura edura American ho ase me se ye Friday bi tepanois ewom na edro bi ya tepanois wo mu no edura kita lot of antibodies no ebi ye antivirus ebi ye antibacteria ebi ye antifungi hunamudua ewo saa de kyese se virus ba entimi wurem se bacteria ba entimi wurem se fungi ba so a entimi wurem
enti mu amu yo ochira mewu ene me ha ochira me ha yade bia bana be kwa be so ya no obehia amuzu garlic bitters medro wey na sophobia stroke any 4 years one to am inu pe a waso nante it is a stroke born kaye e bisi doctor mi say mi mia na atom me na se ya na so aso a me nante akana ma bre makoma no e wo soro akoma ne ball tentem we stroke kai bo na say stroke na ajiwa to ho oye hwenye yie obehia amuzu garlic bitters wanya stroke ba honya ahoto ba honya nto nwieye amuzu garlic ese adwuma no amuzu garlic upedodo pa na etu okumasi ha kodani heba komisi heba papi dank upe amuzu garlic bitters further and better information afreme menya bre na machichiru mu na madada na ba ko na 0247 776743 0247 776743.
Okay, enti edrona esa namu yade no eno ne amuzu pii no
sure
amuzu pii na doctor ye no wo che da twen na adwene si so se ensa enamu yade nko a se ye gonorrhea se ye syphilis se ye candidiasis yade bia ya wote ewo nem enti me pa cho be ma wo bisa ho se ekwan be so na efa me kura no niema me fam ye beka se menya namu yade me pa cho se wo dwonso na hu se wo dwonso ni mu apai mienu a ewo se hu se enye normal be ma wo dwonso mu apai mienu de enko kan kire obi se okowo ntafo bia na enye normal emma wo afa dwonso ni bede wo no ya na hu se wakwasi mataka la wu no emu hyehyew dwonso ni bali nyina asa wuti pain ewo dwonso ni mu me pa cho pains pa ka ho ene kope amuzu pii ni bi nanom ana woka pains bebrebe no won sem paso de enka ye daw en yeti sweetness ewo ho na so obi on ma woni obe ehie ma ohun se ne be ma no emu hye no ase de mekọ akasa en ya yam de afa ho koto amuzu pii ni bi edure na aba na wunya 1 2 3 4 wawie wunya 9 a eno ano no fise 4 no week bia be no baako a kere a 1 month pe na chese ohun ato no asa be ye lab na afi ohun ato woto ato bi surprise ohun kani ena afi wo ye be ma wutie mi ya na wo hwo aba no ehun ho no onse ase mo me to da bi o ase na mo ade no na ahun no bi sa ano so ne yeso yadidi agro ya wo so ne se mara ka ase no enti sa wo ye be ma na hu sa ade ni mo aye heavy ahun ho no emu ya wo ja wo bi die timi ye dehe enye normal koto amuzu p na chance se wo nom doctor de enhaha mani nu bna no wode makoma 24 aduonu 9 en wode yeye emfaso pempem ene wo mu enti adua bi te se 20 no se be ma wonte de wusisi mu aye mmere ewo mpem susie nso ne ade ye adwuma na se dia ya mu ye ya se mu kukuru mayi kurai anu wuni sisi abede ahwe amazupu bechewo enti mesrew 20 ni doctor edika amuzu pii ne ho ema wusisi mu ye den se ka bompa no afei wonim sa aban we fe ni nyamedua adwuma eye pa ne se nyamedua no etimi boawo ema ebi aba ma wontimi ntibi nwe onso obi a wonya gononia ne nanum ato na se wontimi nidi eti wanum na so adwena doctor de ye ne se entwi ensufin firi maase nyamedua etwi fin firi maase oba pampan wona se eti won se emaso ye won faso wa amuzu pii nim na eba woni padua mu so etu atidie ya de me che malaria ase edu papa we na me kanfo amawo wokọ herbal shops wokọ pharmacy any chemical shop a wo say wo pe amuzu pii 4 to nefa kofie ne to be surprise wo yere onti bibia ase afre 0247 77 4743 0247 77 6743 0247 ye catch them me say se be matiasia ni be me enwuda
sanity Dr. Amuzu aso ye na ye koye na yakwa kwaje nsempa no e de aba yes total sports no utia apomudin wom Bible mu nkyerɛkyerɛ nso wom ni nyina bibia no kama sanity enti yakɔ Dr. Amuzu hɔ abayi na ɛkwan mu da hɔ yɛba bɛwura mu no afei afisɛm no nyina no yɛde abrɛ mu kama na bibia nso no ɛtumi akɔ so hyɛ no nso ɛsɛ wei ɛyɛ total sports yɛba no afei afisɛm no yɛde ne nyinaa ɛde ama mo. Nyomone namase ni nyina na yese bibia nso etimi akoso yemfa messages kakra emfefa FM wa bra abadwafo no besan atena se na yaba behwe efisem ni nyina ama bibia etimi akoso kama we was a good morning watching the show live from Brokrum was a Barcelona all the way makati phobia ene di we ede aba na se obede was a akokɔ de hwe bekumaku cry emoji no ano so edi akiri. Also watching you live from Germany. My kind of message we and we also say Isaac Osei Akuto okay we mention that is on one kasa Ekin Samponsano no was say watching live home Visca Barca and a menu and the by we was say Barcelona sana di nyina tie yen we was say we are sick and tired of Carlo Ancelotti. Me read this message we so na me ha na memfa de aka no enso emra we was Otec sports you are too much Emmanuel Champon and this message no and also etimi ediaba we say Walasty I'm listening to you in Atonsu X line. Today is my birthday. Pakwesi wish me I'm your biggest fan pa. Oh Pakwesi a happy birthday and come on Pakwesi we are heavy pa chairman Yankopon shao na bibianso ntimi koso nti Pakwesi a happy birthday and come up menu we heavy pa Yankopon shao na fe nkwa no onfa mo ani yedi ni nyina no enfamra good good morning boss Otec the number 1 Emmanuel Jesse and a diwe ede aba sana de ni nyina tie and I say we so say good morning Kwarokomas win today watching live inside Pig Farm Accra and a chairman so no abomoden ede we aba or say hi medowala good morning. I say I agree with Lamine Yamal because we Barcelona team is better than Madrid. I say they've beat them 3 times this season from Oppo men's soccer buying from more fire and minuano abomoden ediaba ya na message no ebi ohonuma ekoko basa na ya no ma ye ne kama na koko ye ya abunsa ni reading no na chese bibia nso etimi akoso sana eniema ne nyina etie yemfa messages no ebi mfifa efemu saa na afi no yenhwe se de eniema ne ko we was keep up the good work if we Abbas Zakari ono na de we aba was maybe Madrid should have forfeit the game instead. We every Boache Joseph Jason and also Eddie Abba. We say good afternoon. I'm watching you live from Air Kazakhstan. Good work. Also good work there, my brothers. Was say Isaac ono na di we aba enti menua yeda se wutie ehwe edi free Kazakhstan. Nyankopon inshama na afi bibia nso ntimi nkoso. Or say good work indeed. Thanks. And also Eddie and amofo ben and I say oben amufa and a day and no so no etimi Eddie aba and a win so no e buy no or the ne de kakran so no etimi Eddie aba. I say congratulations to the Catalan sanity. I don't know dear, but Bibiani ye kama, yes. I say congratulations to the Catalan Giants for winning the Copa del Rey trophy. Happy man from Eye Achuma Nribehi. And just a happy man on also no abomoden Eddie Abba. We was watching live. Okay. Watching live. Higher. My read this message we. Skapa higher they say moho UAE. Okay, but ne kata. Baby I'm calling ne kata. I'm watching live from Dubai, Barcelona all the way. We was Madrid played very good last night. Ramsey classic shoe. Ramsey classic shoes. So no. Eddie Abba. We will say hi. Good morning. My name is Stephen Kusi from Trade. I'm watching live. Otec Sports fire emoji situation. Kama. We also say I'm watching live from K Yabua Degeta Satellite. Kumase Kodie Mori. Enti ehon mune nyina no. Yenchia mu nyina. Yes. Yetien say K Yabua. We heavy pa nyankopon shao. We say whether lose or win. Vamos Hala Madrid. Entry inside Nkranza. Ana entry so no. Eddie Abba. We will see the Blues. And also by a son of Betroye. We say good morning. I'm watching you from Libya, Tripoli, and not Charles. And this our message, you know. Eddie Abba or Sheye, Eddie Free Libya, Tripoli. Sana dignity. Dr. Smart to say Barcelona all the way. A honomo enono. Kwache Isaac or say good afternoon, guys. Kwache Yejo Sopa. We also watching you live from Air France. Today is my wife's birthday. Obapa Juliana Sewa at Air Sunyani Estate. May God grant her long life and prosperity. You know, if we Isaac Mensah, and what this message, you know, Eddie Abba. We'll say Visca Barca. Congrats to the only club in the world. Live from Paris, France. And the menu about we, you know, born in 70 miles. And I just say, and also so no, say. Bibia Edemukama. Good morning, Otec Sports. Watching you live from Dubai. Greetings to my boss. I say greetings to my Barcelona fans. Okay, San Oyeno, Enti Sanity. We say hi. Good morning. I'm Evans from AS Sevilla. Otec Sports, you are the best. And Evans, Eddie Free Sevilla, Eddie. But we was more of him. Sana Dini Nati. We say Barcelona is the best club in the world, whether you like it or not. Barca for treble this season. I'm Kwame Miki from Konongu ECG. And what the Abba was say the referee did favor Madrid. That's the truth. Hey, Nana Kofi Anoche. Oh, the no, Sana Huno. Okay. Was say Madrid cannot win against Barcelona. The number one suspension they are about to receive will be too much for them unless the Spanish FA does what it does best. Sheldon Madrid as always. Barca will beat them again. You know, if he Nana Kweku Ajiman Bedu and Odiaba. Dennis Boache say Asante Koroko should break bank and go in for Al Ahly coach Marcel Kola if they want to compete well and become great in Africa again, as they are in search for a coach next season. It is a humble appeal to Koroko's management. You know, if he Dennis Boache and Odiaba. Nyamia Kwesi. I say good morning, Odowala, and your committed crew. My team, Kotoko, will win their match this afternoon, and Real Madrid will bounce back. And I say, yes, sending the greetings, you know, to his only mom, Enwekwe Free of Ayaboshen, ono, and I share live. We, if you, or say a question, I mean, deep down, I am for a resettlement, and with your fraba. We free, Oyibo watching, with the free Nerebehi, watching you live. Adriana Stars should prepare for a showdown at Baba Yara Sports Stadium today. They should be ready for the Zito ball in tactical Zito we trust. Greetings to chairman Owusu Bempanhyiaeɛ so oyibo boaten ɛna wɔde wei ɛde aba Coutinho Junior ɔse ɔno nso no ɛhwɛ ɛde free deɛ tie ne sɛ aragaso bolo saa na adeɛ no nyina ɛteɛ Filippo Kwabere Kasem ɔse champion Walasty Asante Kotoko and Manchester United are going to win their respective matches today. Greetings to my daughter Frimpong Manson Echa Felix and my mother Auntie Mary of Jeninso Filippo no we hashtag Otec Sports on kama ama ne nyina no and also 8 yako. So good morning Walasty. I said Madrid should accept that their team is not at the top again and their coach tactics is for old timers. Greetings to Haji Ameri Kutani and I say Akwesi Obama Aziz omo nyina eno no ye free nua Akwesi apia Ode Diran yes inside bohom okay ya o yemfa ne sa ne enku yenim Akwesi we are the taxi driver or say the weekend edition of Otec Sports show is loud at Abrepon Junction Santase Patase station. Yesterday I couldn't sleep well because my darling club Real Madrid broke my heart. Chairman Kafra we Bedu David Ebaye no or the Barca colors no and Wasre and chese bibia koso kama Barca all the way. I'm watching you live from South Korea. Francis Entry and all share 83 South Korea no. When so say appear Richmond or say good morning. I'm listening to you live from Kofia J Senior High School. Richmond is my name. Heat Barcelona no. Sana ninati. Good morning to you all. In fact, I don't know what is happening to Real Madrid, but it's part of the game. Madrid did their best yesterday, but it was in vain. Winners never quit, so they should try and find the best solution to the problem and come back strongly. I wish Kumasi Asante Kotoko all the best of luck in their match against Aduana Stars. Still, fabulous, the best. You know, Yeyan Kasani Yenua and Edin added the tennis say Edia Richmond and what dear Noaba. No, enti messages no edos name no ye be fie na fe ya ba beto aso. Oh, eba be hwe na afi ne yewie ehun asem no nti yes Bible verse a Sunday bia ye de ba no of course ene Sunday die no ye de aba ekokoba ne sei a se ye bɔ modern na afi ye hwim na winner no ye yetimi announce na afi no ono so package ne nsa ka ne kama nti se Walasty we de nka nkomo nka me atwa to mu kakakre bi
Kofina no ba asem
kakakre bi nka me atwa to mu
Kofila bi na nka no ba asem
yes but we are back Bible verse no say ye hwe ba bia ye nya free na afi ne ya hwe ene winner no okay ya hwe ne ni na wie kama
sure and the Bible verse ne for free Psalms 25
Psalms 25
verse 13
verse 13
as a nyom aduonunum ɛna nyimu ɛyɛ dumiɛnsa
ɛnwom nkwa na ɛniti
aha ɔnyim na kɔkɛ wo kapɛ ne yɛhu sɛ asɔre no nkɔbi ɔka sɛ ɛnwom ɛtimiɛnsa ɛwa ne yɛhu sɛ ba ɔnkɔ asɔre no bi
sɛ labi sei sɛ
ahankɔaka labi wɔ pentecost ni kofi nyɛ pentecost
miama sɔre but kofi wo se
ɔsɛ kura
sɔfo kɛseɛ paa na wo dɛ wodi mu agorɔ
sɛ wobom paa na nka wonya backemfoɔ no bi no nka bɛgye connection no paa
ne nyinaa wɔ nyame nsɛm
obom na nipa no kyerɛ
fantastic
nti Psalms 25:13 ɛhɔ ɛyɛ kan free
ya nti ɛnɛ yɛ winner no ɛyɛ ne number no sɛ ɛsɛ yɛ
bɔ number no
yes ɛyɛ
0559
yes 35
68
31 0559 35 68 yes 31 no yɛ kan ya no wɔde baayɛ message no check ya 1047 pepe no wɔde baayɛ 1047
dabi fama me adeɛ wei ɛsɛ ɛsɛ ahwɛ mbiem
saa wɔ ho
me ngye ne deɛ ne ntum
okay
de nti amenyi ntum wala si hwɛ obon sɛ na yɛ edited
saa wɔ ho
wo de hwɛ obon sɛ edited da na deɛ na ase
okay
yɛntimi fama no
sure saa deɛ
ma hu kwan ɔmo fa so ɔmo yɛ saa deɛ
yɛ kan
me start sɛ me read na obon sɛ wabɔ high ti later no kɔ hwɛ ano abɛ edit message no ɛde ayina ba correct one aba
enti sɛ
yɛntimi fama no ma no yɛ
sɛ deɛ wo kan no
to le hwem obenya wi na fofo
yes 1047 na no yes ye nua we na ono de ne de no
enye
straight any
good nti after ne de no we need the next one
we need next one
we should be out
yes edited no
omo achaye so ye ni made
no say ye hu ne nyina echi
o start so read na obo high
ye hu ne nyina echi say la bi ba be kan
okoye hwe wi a
obeka
no abe de te high
yes
no de
the correct answer
na about any time na or the ball high na ye hu na chire
na nyame asem so hu nkomo nso ye de
problem nyame asem na so de demokrasi obi de bag so obi tam ko
oh enye papa umunya isa
so for no mukura nyame asem na
omo abra
ni nyina anye
sente ne ye winner no aha eh 0591
917
582 fantastic on the try no what try or the buy
ko bi sisa na shebre
aha nti da bi say nyame nkunwa
yeah na yesre yanum fue memo obi ankofrefre no
na frɛ na obema ade
se we ubo na afi o mu betwe
50 cedis so
me 30 wo
no mu betwe o mu betwe akọ
wono ade buy no say ne nkofo a ono no mu kamo mu de buy
yedi kra no wa sorry dem na eja o de abo afori ahye nyame de enum nyam nti yesre o ma be mo mfa ofisi buy ne nko
so si yanum de no to wuntem sa
yanum mo ha
boy say
yes
Messi nansem wo abunse no ma initiate prompt
say uko boshem wo
na ma dismiss
bo no munyi kakra
ma initiate no ma dismiss me chese o matata me ana me so ma mo mahu se enya de o mbetimi de enya me da
so wo de kakra
mani ada ho o matata me ara prompt na ba
wa bo 300 da shem
me ya na me
allow no
me ya na me sre no ma dismiss
nke ma wa bo 300 da shem ma wanya prompt
and they also brought 300 they also brought 300 because in news I am
nti omo initiate asa ai kakra la bi boabo ano na je wo twade attack ano omo beyi dia ko
eleze last hours eskel bako kudi skapa
omo beyi dia ko
obo anu ye be ko skapa
enye easy well nti sanity ye nto aso de ye tie ne se ye ba ha no ma on se yewura 30 years okreku ye mo bonsem no so na afi ye mra me wurem ewo Ghana Premier League ne de tie ne se yewura ki 30 years okreku awrade aye adom ama CAF se no wakwa akonya second vice ewo CAF a eno na ne yese an nya ntachi free honom no bibia ye yi enti saa na ade ni nyina tie enti ekokoba ne saa na chese bibia etimi akoso enti yewura 30 years okreku se awrade aye adom CAF ye second vice no aba be di Ghana ha indicate nso no enya saa appointment na ma bibia nso no etimi akoso kama de tie ne se Richard Akpokavi and as no ye elect no as Ghana Olympic Committee president as ono nso no bomodin aba beto aso na chese waye adwuma nti Richard Akpokavi ana sɛ na Ghana deɛ kyɛ ne sɛ Ghana Olympic Committee ɔno nso so no GOC no ɔba bɛyɛ president ama biribi atumi akɔyi na yɛka ne sei no ɔhu sɛ U15 championship ana ɛsɛ ɛkɔ so no nso no sɛ na Awurade adom ne nyinaa aba na wieɛ fɛfɛɛfɛ ama deɛ teɛ ne sɛ ɛnora yɛwiewie dwumadie no na Ghana nokwasɛm ne sɛ ɛmaa no Ghana na gyeeɛ Ghana na gye U15 championship no yɛnya $300,000 ɛmu odu paa o ɛmu odu Ghana Premier League wini a wonya sɛ mɛba na mabusa sɛ Scandi ne Kofi mompɛ Ghana Premier League winner no ma we wɔ makɔ akɔbɔ bɛyɛ 4 matches asɛ 5 matches o agye $300,000 ɛmu yɛ Rwanda ɛna yɛ runners up a yɛhyɛ wɔn wɔ hɔ ama bibia ɛkɔ so kama mmɛma no afɛ mu no Ghana deɛ teɛ ne sɛ ɛhɔ no deɛ yɛntimi anye Tanzania ɛna gyeeɛ ɛna Senegal ɛyɛ runners up ɛna Ghana yɛ place third a yɛnya $150,000 ɛwɔ hɔ nti Ghana nso no deɛ teɛ ne sɛ U15 no ɛma no ɛgyee ɛna ɛmɛma no so ɛtɔ so third ɛma bibia no ɛkɔ so ɛkɔma ne sɛ yɛ a Ghana Premier League no ɛna ɛsɛ yɛbɔ mmɔden na kyɛ sɛ no nso no ɛtumi ɛkɔ mma bibia nso no ɛtumi ɛkɔ kama deɛ teɛ ne sɛ Ghana Premier League no ɔhu sɛ 2 games aba so Monday 29 no 2 games aba so na deɛ wɔm nie Accra Lions ɛtena fie ɛbɔ Bechem United ɛka mmienu ɛma Bechem ɛntumi ante ka ne bi Jacob Gildas Awute ɔno ɛnya goal ne baako ɛde ma Accra Lions ɛna Bernard Kese ɛnso ɛnya second goal no ɛde ka ho ɛde ma deɛ teɛ ne sɛ Accra Lions a 3 points ne nyinaa no ɔma fa ne kama Mediama Sporting Club ɛtena fie ɛkye Young Apostles ɛbɔ mo 3 Fatao Sulemana ɛnya goal ne baako ɛna Kamara Dini Mamudu ɛnso bɔ 2 goals ɛde so ɛde ma Mediama ɔmo nso ɛnya deɛ teɛ ne sɛ 3 maximum points ne nyinaa Young Apostles ɔmo de ɔmo nsa saa ɛna de kɔ enti ɛnɛ Ghana Premier League no matches a wodu ne nyinaa ɛno nso no ɛbɛtoa so kama na afei deɛ teɛ ne sɛ deɛ aka mu bia no yɛde aba na bibia nso no ɛtumi akɔyɛ nti matches no ɛba no na gye sɛ wo join ne ɛwɔ Facebook no so Otec 102.9Fm Otec 102.9Fm YouTube no nso ɛyɛ deɛ teɛ ne sɛ ɛyɛ Otec Sports ɛnɛ Sunday matches a ɛba so ɛwɔ Monday 29 no deɛ wɔ mu nie Legon Cities ɛtena fie na ɔmne Kpando Heart of Lions efoma ɛde abom nɛ saa na adeɛ no nyinaa teɛ Samatex 1996 ɛbɔ ɛde atia Basake Holy Stars ɛyɛ 3 p.m. ɛna ɛnɛ Nsɛnkyire Arena saa game no ɛtodwa Brekum Chelsea ɛtena fie ɛwɔ Brekum Golden City Park na afei ɔmne Nations FC ɛde abom ɛyɛ 3 p.m. ɛna game no ɛtodwa Kerala United ɛnso no ɛbɛbɔ mmɔden atena fie na afei ɔmne Dreams FC ɛde ahwem game no ɛno nso ɛyɛ 3 Vision FC ɛnso tena fie na afei ɔmne Bibiani Gold Stars ɛno nso ɛno bɛyɛ hye paa ɛba so kama na afei Urem ɛwɔ Kumase Babanyara Sports Stadium a big game no ɛba so ɛyɛ Asante Kotoko ɛne Doma Aduana Stars ɛna ɛde saa game no ɛbɔ so nti wei ɛyɛ fixtures for Monday 29 Ghana Premier League no mu no ɛne ɛdi ne nyinaa no ɛnso ɛde aba no 2 games atodwa ɛnɛ remaining of the matches no ɛba so na afei no yɛwie na Ghana Premier League no Monday 29 no bibia nso no ɛtumi akɔ so kama sɛdeɛ ɛmaka no U15 yɛwie Kurt ɛnya appointment saa nso ɛna deɛ tie ne sɛ yɛnnua anaasɛ yɛ papa Akpo Kavi ɔno nso ɛnya appointment nsɛm ne dɔɔso yɛwurawura mu ano no sɛ this time me amenhyɛ ase mfiri m'akyi na afei menkɔ nti wo na mehyɛ ase afiri hɔ U15 no yɛnhwɛ hɔ Kurt appointment awanya menim sɛ bi a yɛwura Akpo Kavi wobɛhwɛ ne nsɛm no so kakra na yɛbaaba bɛkyɛke deɛ tie ne sɛ Ghana Premier League no na yɛba bɛhwɛ nti yɛbɛhyɛ ase afiri Kurt ne yɛba bɛhwɛ Ghana Premier League ne later yɛnhwɛ saa stories no na yɛwie hɔ a na yɛwura mu
Ghana Premier League prize money nti by way of information ma yɛmfa oni wati for nti deɛ ɔbɛ winning league no winner no prize money ne yɛ 500,000 Ghana cedis nti ɛno yɛ sɛ 5 billion no Yeah, or Ghana into the
$300,000.
And second position, you know, $200,000.
Fantastic.
$200,000 Ghana cedis. Sorry. 200,000 Ghana cedis. 2 billion, no. Third position near 100,000. Fourth near 80,000. Fifth 70. Sixth 60. Seventh 50. Eighth 40. Ninth 30,000. 10th 20,000.
How many matches?
Yeah, about 34.
34 matches. 700,000.
And you know,
50,000 Ghana cedis.
500
for
million.
the winner.
500,000.
500,000.
Sorry. $26,075. $26,075.
Less than $30,000.
Less than 27,000.
Appearance fee for one person. World Cup here, $100,000.
Sure. You see, my main starting free Africa. Walasty, two great highlights for your football. Two, in the sense U15 and the fit now Euro Keto Kreku so achieve no. Yempo as pioneers of African football.
Sure.
Yeah, former CAF no, yeah, ball AFCON no, time inception no by any started see a bunyanano. Ghana yedimutinti my pa.
Right, say, but Yankayeti for say media game no.
Okay.
Highlights in a Chagu.
I'm the young apostle.
How many young apostles game in Chagu Facebook no so ni YouTube ni nanti. On beti me akonomo enjoy bi.
All right.
We say house and so there. House na so mo bon so atre. Nso atre ni league ni game automatically house anya 3+3. Sana de ni nanti.
Okay. So ohwe your football na bakosemu a ye be even the first country winning 4 titles ewo AFCON no a history mu. Na saying na eniema tekoda after 1982 de na ye no a ye nya biem eniema tekoda na ye basa de mai nti eguso hwa se ye betimi say drew sa height no for ora ketokreku unse we eye journey a ye former president Kwesi Nyantakyi started ya oto aso akoduru the CAF level no ne ye hwese nke bi kura na tama Isa Hayatu na ho mre no etiki a nose dive mu ye den pa no se na obeja adwuma na to o se nso ne ye betwa akoyi se ogba ade ye befre no ofre na ne ye hwese nke bi a owura Kwesi Nyantakyi wo the status anu wonya e wa Africa football mu no ke bi a obetimi adru sa level no on say oko FIFA status no mu a the longest serving president e wo confederation bi no edru sa na oko automatic vice e wo the FIFA level no den time no so ni e hwekwa say time Isa Hayatu eti akonya nso no na oye first vice e wo FIFA o because ona na ati akonya nso ache over all the continent na ona na ati akonya nso ache pa but Kwesi Nyantakyi nduru sa level no na the analysis expose no e ba ya expose no of some corrupt acts FIFA General Ethics Committee no etwe ne sense. So the next person here who bit man rise here through on no you try ye abeye ketokreku 2 weeks ago ni wo show no say an breaking story and say CAF a confirm on next ESCO meeting no to be in Accra. Sure. And information na me what then say ye be we no be ket as second vice e wo CAF on and then ra e bem pepe the tian say yen susum peja hopes. And yet the fact that Kate Edru second vice na ntie football na yi. On say Ghana for dodo na no. Ya wa adwene bi say oh senke jama Kwesi Nyantakyi rise koya. Ke bi anka AFCON na ke age. Si age na ye ya. Patrice Motsepe ba in South Africa no. Sure. Onye ye. Ahmad ebetena so the best and is in the nation itimi ye and so mo qualify for the AFCON. E ba ye mo try the group stages e round of 16. Enti nya te say yi unipa anase yi wo national bi edini gina yi o CAF na no na che sa fe de bibia be sesa ye taika o ye yi anase expose no ama referee kura no empe yasem omba ye game mu a omuditi ayin e na anase expose ni ntino sabren ke bia Kwesi Nyantakyi abo ame je mfa de nyina nto akire the football na nkasa no and also develop in year now translate into successes the amount. And that's how they are. FIFA president Seferin. Or better kunya no. Italy World Cup me no. Omun ko bi. Nyeso ma kokra no man you. Omun ko ye. It in must win say the first second abanana football ne bedania yi. But second mum use the position na wonya no. Say I can ni ka say be say enimguase mfata kan ni ba. Enti say ket empese enimguase beto na dia. Ene na onyusu ni position ni mum. En develop football ye krom ha mum ne mpagya ne ma natural resource. Say de be ya ye tenase ni e ka football asema. Wo ye kakraka e o football circles but o football ofie no enya nipa de betwetwe wo. Eti nye afe na ye benya rehemu say the first circuit aduru anti football na ye, but he should rather use it as a springboard be say or he say afe de say no onye conscious of your football no ofie a. Afe de na dwene beba football no so ofie. I'm sure say no be na Patrice Motsepe mu nyina yin because South Africa football in terms of club football omu league nankasa na well structured. Sikasem any professionalism ni bibia infrastructure bibia but me sure say nanim onyama no de ye ne Mamelodi Sundowns ansa na oba be CAF president no onim say animguase mfata say ye bewie na o CAF president o club entimi en compete no the investment akoni team no after 2016 Mediama eyi omo aye sign ko for mobile champions unzo mo free champions league teba confederations cup na Mediama be yi omo na Vita club ho ba asem champions league omo na yi Mediama na omo say free efie eco free efie jampo confederations cup sa ko the champions league no omo kwaje ye. After that omo very consistent in the champions league ene ye ka say Mamelodi Sundowns any pyramids our champions league final esiwa ombebo. So say CAF ama animonyam shewe ama Ghana ama ura ketokreku a. I think this is the time I say ket na conscious of football e wo fie. So obehwe how ni position betime a drive football e wo fie. Ni ebenya competitive clubs. Anya sa Walasty ball no hwe bi. Mi hwe bi, Kofi hwe bi. Ade ya ene say wuti munye but e say referee boawo and organizers boawo. Eye clear mo bi ehu.
Fantastic.
Eye clear mo bi ehu say ya should say person who na qualify. But wuti mi ye na referee influence game ka clear bi de mawa. And so that too obvious as a referee ma qualify. Ye timi kwa blame on so those refereeing errors ni be say o nipa and a mistake by entia. But wutim na nye na chinchina person wini a na e push you through a be clear mo bia say we dey ense kuramu and e dey ko. And I'm not sure say today with the highlighter e wo wiase say social media no and even the interest stakeholders of football no. And e be den say at the international level refi be sheda boni trim pose chinchina o wi the amount say shenefako. So we need to be conscious and develop football at home and not ever boy nyina. The U15 no me are very happy for them because some of those boys are students. Festus Jemfi from Kumasi High School. I was number 15 Jason no. Sure. A part of the team now e call me madie no anye. A man that mako we ko wini title no e dia man. Eni gisem owom ene say sa U15 e ma se ma ye kan. The lowest of our divisions no national team will be to menya for man. Again, the attention I near the moment is sakura. But Walasty is one more adwena. Anytime Biana you be create a competition across Africa no and our world, yeah, Ghana for interest. Can se see ani edi ka kwotwere din wo ho. I'm sure me belittle adwuma no makwa no. But yeah, the interest from other developed nations and states no e wo from kakra ebi o ayom se be fiasco to me ehwe se omoye ne be ya ti sometimes ebi mu gina akire ehwe competition ba na be stay a no mo de omo ho awuram. At that time na bia Ghana any success even the Champions League CAF Champions League ma dey e ba ya first one ye ko ani akogina me abo final second one ye ko ani ko bo semi final say no ye ko stage no so kura ye hu ye ho saa na under 17 started ye saa na under 20 started ye saa na Black Star na akora no started ye after 82 yenye title ni bi mu de e man ye anigisem ne say Walasty win title no for man no ya na sad say ko ne win a ene tie throw players nyina away but at juvenile level it is not a win-win situation. Say this all corner title net say okay why successful. Yeah, na yen timamufo no any media for the tie the pressure eto national team no so. Okay. But the most important thing is say at that level it is the developmental stage in football. And they Thomas Te party players on almost start here e tema youth e ball no Ediram Quen, and I'm not sure to be a doing level, but at a point, no Moses or your mobile ball, no, not in chain, no, you be more. But and on one rise here, be Drew Babia, Madrid, any Arsenal, no dominating method. It's a new win-win situation, said the Bia, this year, shed near J. Yet, football, as I say, at that level, and so develop a player and one will be on together, where you're a collective team, I know what you're on the budget, but potentials no more. Don't throw them away. Develop them into the superstars a bit manya and they ye dane yensa every afcon no emano afcon no say ye bono regional basis ansani akwa kwehiem no qualification go do baby na ye den dia man nanu ya Olympic games and Zambia for ye free no rewie no wasa akofo modwuma kwa dia ka ho ye ko the Cup of Nations na nkasa ye hunu ye ho ano either see and qualify quite intimate more. So this stage U15 yenya this crop of young girls amom winning title na man no blessings bia ye hia e okurum ha e de amom bia ye mfa mom ni yen keep om ne track om development ni ye because they say they try ye ket by ade ba akwa opa ana wo mpe o so the born abaso the face left here de ma football the league the FA Cup no e wo my division ma ebo nyina no won say improvement abam do ye leagues no ye group teams no e wo venue no ma league no ho say the division 2 ye bo no Ashanti region here but there is a massive improvement e wo kwan ya fa so a ye bo ye women's football e wo kroma no ti ye hwe ni develop nkwada ni ye ne atimi abenya so mfa so I'm sure say omo bebe omo mo school ene sa de nyina no from their schools they should get the hype me kind of beautiful thing na high school for year the ma in so atremai boy no also the first also Foster yes Foster time on more ball FA Cup no ejiwie no un say the first day na ofri in so atremai Ewremo high school no I remember little menu of Akoma FM ono a ofre me na me coordinate ye no nya opportunity TV3 for koye very fine documentary my brand na excel no e ka ho bi unze na nse okọ ayi Bayer Leverkusen koye trials ho ba oni alonso mo wakọ ho aba etien try say be project girls no and the social media no kwa kwa betimi de mo akọ the TikTok no nko ano say bi omo videos start say official video from the F no mu thrown into the public. I'm sure people will be using it on social media beboa am ye hu girls corner omo na akwa winning the title no e dey am congratulations to them. You see ade ba akwa kroma yenye ni athletics eno na ya papa yi opambo e wo a very fine sound bite bi na e bo ofia akwa say yeti kroma chino yi sika pa mu kromofo no yi emze efutu afahye no mokoche no omu chesi adoa akoche no oya aboa wo dwane wo nwuram pa no o say chino kwa omu timi koche sa aboa no na odi ni begina track mu a eno ontimi ntomrika simply because the hinterlands na obenya people the real talent no yamfie ni hwe now GOC elections sure ekosu wo ewia the next thing I hear say the disciplines are tagging as lesser known sports e okroma no dodo na no e be fall under side division no because at Olympic games encompass all the disciplines football ho swimming ho boxing ho badminton ho tennis ho almost everything e ho bi tisi enya obi so oba beda no a e so ye somebody with vision unfortunately and your mama been visionless. Sure. but government a position on say we football ni sinchen we are and said the akabia no on sha dan interest say obey investment or but one thing per one per eno bi be kwa akoye na de sa highlight ne beba ma wiase nyina e de ehu no Kofi minim so bit I've forgotten this lady no winning 100 meters Olympic games from a very small island very small island and that time no the way wiase nyina attention ba no so from semi final na who so dominate US for no you are to so call final no go win final and the fact is that and people started on Google any search engine bia na opese o search hwe say ababa on oye hwan ofri hin and utiemu a the government invested in him omo de no kwotena US no kwotena US invest ya kosi say ababa wan be gina track so otu America no US UK Canada omo ne enim Jamaica for no ko enim say eba 100 meters omo fa no yehu na surprisingly on na musa no and it take the headways no Olympic games no and the most important thing is say what position ne mine yie e wo calendar no so am yehu say e wiase map ni gina hono ma there is somebody from this country or yeah this magic at the man state you know the most important thing e nyina e be hwe ne say yenya after election enwie ensi wo ho election nsi wo ho a e na emfamfa so papa bi amere
Alfred na ne kana
sure
lady no
Alfred
yes
ohwe kwan of fast so eswipu the tournament and I said the sprint no ewo event na say na efe and this is what we want to see say one day bi no na anya a Ghanaian descent the dem use the word Ghanaian descent say wan hwe ana yen say the treaty o mokrement no obehu mirika no to ba na okutu amoman foforo na otu mirika no na say the element of Ghana no wonu mu a na the animonyam hye kakra e de abrayen e wo fia no
last 3 years na mass wo girl bi Ghana tu mirika ma me hu bi da yeso wie ya onya scholarship omu wie school onya scholarship to US since then maintaining kabium
and you obeti anu naturalize it
yes
na otu mirika no magre since money mata ni divide ni mu ne yimu nyina no mirika no mutu no kroma no sanki yenya ba bi mo mu gina yi ya na ye project o mase oman e de mu gina yi hwe omo a kebi anka junior Olympics no okoje ye no ko to aso du senior level no ekoyi make bi honum
okay
we are still chasing Ghana we are still chasing gold Olympic games till one day ebi ana Kofi Labi ba na de ye ko akoje football no na
Labi
odo wala
yeah yenwem kaka na emram he Ghana Premier League memra ne ko
okay all right medasi Richard Akpokavi Yamana Kwaba.
Yes, Mr. Akpokavi.
Yeah.
That's it. Where squaw?
Lawyer.
Lawyer.
Lawyer Richard Akpokavi. All right. Yamana Kwaba na edwuma na eda ho no esopa. So esopa. There's one thing about Africans. Especially Ghana, you glorify positions but the responsibilities associated with such positions, no, you pay attention to those responsibilities. Tubehuna, way, okay. Na juma ne sen yebe komu no. Na ejuma position no kra no. E also wode ye no. Na onye. So what you say? Enuntina ubo eso ye mrashe bedwani wa ha. Or ye district chief executive. Or ye president. Or ye minister for hwan. Enso ebe wiase no. Na ejuma esese minister eye for that particular ministry no. Okay. Na ye Tinu abisa ho se onipa kro be occupy sa position no or the den enti that is what we are looking at. So what you see, you see Ghana Olympic Committee on said the nasa scandi athletics asem gradually that area, that aspect of our sports lose ni popularity. Kaneno, it was boxing, football, athletics. You see, our football krempuna is a topmost sport, no. So how it is in this country.
Sure.
Boxing in a way, dead, if you want to put it, because you see a pano. How many of our boxers and a bit mere mounted the ring at the world level? Am I a top performance like those days? And a colored TV, my black and white. Nkofu nante kwantintin kabatri ni ye kwantintin twakwa na jude suom ekohe zuma mone those boxes no. Today yentimi most of such boxes. Inti amanfo kra interest in boxing, you know, in Ghana here no. Ekofom obi wo wa Walasty or what the abilities and the qualities to become a world class boxer.
Okay.
But look at how I know my course wo memu hentino. We lose interest or pursue other things.
Sure.
You were mriketufo, but they look at the opportunities. They look at the bigger picture. No bisa no say me di me hu ko wura mriketuo ma. And me be kwa ko wie sen. And gradually athletics lose ni popularity in Ghana. Interest and kofu mu no. Say na say aye inter schools ni ade amanfo eno kra na tell you because most of them no they want to go and support schools. All students ni ade na on a mind say na a few media guys on publications about it but realistically people are losing interest in athletics.
Okay.
Into one of the challenges, it's not about the position, say, me a president of Ghana Olympic Committee. The responsibilities associated with it and are very important. Okay. No, in a year time, you be measure near where baby or be fire free any baby or the aqua could do. The same thing and I make about Ura Ketokreku. Ni new position awenya ewo CAF. Walasty se unim se sisi ano president ni de Dr. Patrice Motsepe, right? First vice no Morocco ni no Fauzi Leja. Ena Ura Ketokreku second vice. What that means ni se Patrice Motsepe ni ho Fauzi Leja eniwa Ura Ketokreku becomes the man in charge of CAF. Pachawati very good. Now Bekaya October 2023 ewo Tamale.
Okay.
And a GFA hodi omu elective congress. As at that time, the only candidate anu a unity to come and compete Ura Ketokreku was Mr. George Free. He was disqualified. Media kwachi kakrebinia makai Ghana for into omukoye elective congress no ewo Tamale. Na delegates omukoye no omuye 120 emu 117 eto yes say uko unopposed there, but I say delegates no you do omufa process ni. So out of 120 no 117 voted yes say Ura Ketokreku ntwaso ba ko twene ho. So and 2 votes no almost eka no.
Sure.
Okay. So he had the mandate to lead Ghana football for the next 4 years. So what that means, Nene say, October 2025.
Okay.
No extra half of the second term no. Until they find say I got 3 more years no we in the second term. Based on the regulations that was the Ghana football no. Yenya limited term of office. And yet unlimited BMT say Ura Keto George Kwesinya Ntechi time. no utimi tena so for brebi or pbia no.
I believe say no kwa no on say ono ne term eba be second term na no wo mu na as ba be beji free.
Why kwesi nyantachi there be work more than that.
There be so oba be like oba here no na ye nyanye term of office no.
There be said limited term of office ne there ye call normalization ne dey introduce limited term of office.
Okay. Yes.
Enti keto kreku
ene yeah.
What you say? And we twa 4.
Fantastic.
And when your second term, the term no so second one so we twa 2 anisa by October no we twa 2. Enti no realistically we dey emfa no the mathematics we dey emfa ne say aka 3 years na we wie. Na also be fufuro so beto aso, right? Now Walasty say ye ka asem na unua wo ho a ye si koko football bo unua ni mu a ye nya dai ye mpaase mawo enti se ye ka asem na wo nua wo ho a ebi a edu ba bi na obi nka bi ma obi obe dan obeka bi ama ti based on that Ghana football proud say the president of the Ghana Football Association is now the leader of Wafu Zombi, CAF executive committee member, and then second vice chairman or president of CAF.
Sure.
And we must be proud of that.
Okay.
Your leader not do level be, but you see, it does not mean much to the progress of Ghana football.
Okay.
To say the Nasa Scandi boss no mean hopi. It does not mean much because Kanena near Yusu positions at the influence a lot of things, especially matches, no.
Okay.
Any no mess. I'm not saying say any cry it may exist, but the impact ni bet me a minimal. So what you say? And at the end of the day, Urake to Kreku after the second term, I be mana 8 years no. He will not be measured by the position as CAF vice president, leader of Wafu Zombi,
okay,
and CAF ESCO member. Ebeye about near 1 year for Ghana football.
Right.
And I was glad when Sir Scandi was talking about women's football and all of that. Utum say, omo the effort be a lot is expected. What you say? But generally, Ghana football is still at a level where Walasty, yentimi nye proud of national teams and our leagues. So what you say? Intino is good. Say what do that level?
Okay.
But I was say a reflected. Emi who say indeed na juma wa ye e wo fie when it comes to Ghana football no.
Okay.
So what that's wa or say fata. But what you say? Thank you.
Enti say we dey say the time no Kofi wo the Ghana Premier League ne be so score lines aba ene matches a eba so big game no be koso Baba Nyara Sports Stadium.
Yes.
Earlier on no me can say Accra Lions e she be chim 2 na Mediaman so che Young Apostles ball mo 3 other matches are can be baso no with the exception of us any nso atre de na nso atre enye part of the Premier League in the ye wiem kakra na fe yin yo se scan no nfa
Walasty quick one. It was expected say Mediama be Young Apostles, Accra Lions. I think on Friday or so ni edi hu nkomo me ma omo double chance.
Okay.
Because you see baby a league table ne keka kono most likely say Legon Cities, Accra Lions and they be joining you at man.
Sure.
Entino who share a normal akukọ in recent times issues aba between Accra Lions and the Football Association and all of that. They be ameka say super power bi e Ghana football mu a etimi favorite team bi abra wakọ ahuchire mu a Accra Lions for nim say they cannot be a beneficiary of that super power or super hand. Nti e was so am destiny show mun sem. So playing at home against Bichem United, I always knew say they will put in everything they have. And I've said say only the woman now inexperience and of course they've complained about officiating an encore in their favor. Other factors so and I'm and you see they've put in a lot. Nti menye sure so mbepe so mbe lusu omu premiership status no. I just wish them all the best in the remaining matches. Okay. So at here, but it was expected say at least a point the Ombenya against Bechem United, but Bechem United now in the last few games that's almost so no performance Ombe show Kumasi against Kotoko a call fans MP by you know in the last few games, especially against Go Stars Bechem and this game against Accra Lions. I say almost disappointed. Okay. But also almost the here is to maintain omo status in Ghana Premier League. You know, enye asem kesi bia. Ene madwe ye me say attention ne de Baba Yara Stadium ne wo. Okay. Yes, baby any Go Stars. Ensu game no one game amanfo be follow because ne lead the table ni say no all eyes are on them. But me feel say baby attention work kesiye pa especially for those of us here ebeye Baba Yara Stadium na obekaya this season ewo doma Kotoko eko shocky Aduana Stars ewo ho, and that was the game esesa Kotoko season no cry entirely because before that game against Aduana Stars no man some games defeat and before the game against Ediana Odoman, it was even reported says Kotoko lusu sa game na. That was the time Anka Dr. Prosper na Ateu Gumbe lusu na juma. But they went there, omu changed the narrative, right? I remember Patrick Esiedu had a very good game. Was a free kick correct be power ho. Enti Kotoko pick all the 3 points e Odoma. Around that time, Ediana Stars go through difficult times. But debi ameka say Aristic abetiki over no. Aduana Stars transformed. Enti this game omo ewo Kumasi ne to come and play against Kotoko no. What I see ni say opposition na Kotoko nya wodoma no. This one will be better. This one will be better. Na Karim Zito kan say mbi o se ene eye win ene hia enya abofe. Okay. I just hope that Kotoko supporters will understand, and they must understand because maybe a Kotoko Jinano, it is about winning matches and hoping say Go Stars ever sleepy. And it doesn't matter how you win. Say bow it abofa fine, but you don't expect say in the last 3-4 days say Kotoko born in yefa Karim Zito bet me you see 3 days said they are transforming. No, I'm not bet say Barcelona and Man City. And it is about how they will win. Okay. Me matiti say be a changes beba, but I'm not expecting changes p Kotoko starting lineup ni. So what you say? Because we hear anymore options our bench no, they are not better than those who play. Even in the midfield, I hold the same view. Oko defense wa the same thing. Maybe today ebia what Karim Zito will do ni say or the Sifabeba be ball right back. No ape a different person to partner Samba or central defense. I see do me maintaining left back position. Okay. Asari ebi as the camera beba be you need any I'm not too sure, but okay. Whichever way it goes, no, I think say any of them there are times some mistakes, but they are good goalkeepers. Okay. So and I expect a very difficult game for Kotoko, and se Kotoko be winia mi huni se be a slim win be, but whichever way it comes, they should be okay. Se Kotoko timinya 3 points na, and in the yempese ye be wie game na Kotoko ase 1-0 bia na fe amanfo nwinwi wo ho eni ade so ate ase
enti labi na aye ne kama e de ama me Ghana Premier League say fa de so sure Kotoko ne Ediana ne yeah ne be kwa mu game
ene heroes we are yani KK Sapons asekem and asekem mebo be kwa
enye bia na ipa de anka wie ya no matena
Ashanti Derby pa
kafu mi na ebo Derby game I was
enye Kotoko ne
Ashanti teams
ka mi wie ya se nka metena oh pa and the same games in the no crane me be di agire
sisi de me wagina mu
oh yes
next away visit at Sky
na dey na sisi na
Sky no me ntime nko Tiani memo league delegation.
Sky who ko Jendu Park. Sky for also no. Omsi be kwa heroes for omso be kwa heroes ye bad pa.
The whole no. Say Sky for yes ade na. Omona meet maka say ebia. Omo be mo pa. A team obedru be kwa. Na first half no. 54 minutes old I am passing a ball.
Asa ho
so yet ase no start game. Nanki bet me a referee bet my pon game na declare
maximum 30 minutes.
Aye. As we train omo amon bedroom a boy. Omo buy no. You heard the conditions under which omo the buy no. Yes I more e support omo transport omo the free kuma call back.
Fantastic.
It is omo time became once a money. Now omo ankasa no sebe. Omo ya akokwa a wadi dia wi no de. You for full cost of omo the free kuma as e back.
Fantastic. But why you so there some yen will be.
O de man friend.
Say mate.
Any games no interest wom. Na me hwe Ghana league no winners from the starting league no 57 ba nyina no. I think say you bet mania a record be. Will league in this particular season should Gold Stars win it.
Okay.
About the first time for 3 years, say Gold Stars to me win title now. About the first time in 3 years league no Anko Kumasi and Anko Accra. And now the man Anko Ashanti or Accra. Once 2 seasons ago, media man winning.
Yeah.
Last season, Samatex winning. Twasu Gold Stars and that's for 3 years. Western for no. At the title no for 3 consecutive years. In see that we league no.
Yes.
In see that. Unze for the purpose of football here. Yeah, that's what 10 regions. Sure. In America, Western, America, Western North.
Sure.
It is from Mediama to Summer Boy, what is from Takwa to Summer Boy, and to Babiani. About 3 consecutive years. League no, Anko Ashanti, Anko Greater Accra. We say Ashgold budget was so 3, but Ashanti hey. And I know no winning titles. No. That is one thing that for the records, say Gold Stars 8 me and a positive resource. Or more getting closer to ABA becoming a champion a bit messy. So the only tenor obi a side history person beko to that side now. Obe hoping say nations a bit mania a very positive resource. Etia Brekum Chelsea, Ewo Brekum, which is somehow a daunting task. Nations first loss Ewo home this season, no. Brekum Chelsea na ba Obeshom. Brekum Chelsea ba Obeshom 1-0. Ewo home honum. Nti maybe a revenge on the minds of coach Kasim Mengel. Say ordinary team no ebeko Brekum no ebeko akope the needed win no because ebe boost omo ye ebe bo omo pa if they are to become a contender. So game we back on. The moment Ombe lose all the 3 points, now Gold Stars bring a win or even a draw at Vision, which looks very likely because Gold Stars still not holding. Vision and share that MPK from Biasa, or just 2 places above relegation. League. That is how the dynamics will be this weekend. But for Kotoko Ediana Stars, Walasty in football, a free baby honeymoon resource. Say coach before on a coach for bar. Sometimes results never naturally, not because coach be the baby abeka. Into me, for whatever results got to Kobenya, especially when Adriana Stars a team or ye very poor, Kumasi. Adriana Stars in the league, Oba Kumasi Biana, Kotoko win asem. Inti Sekotokonya the winner, not to discredit the new technical handlers, but enya no. Any idea me so they can say, oh, there is a breeze of change around Kotokontinema masses and Nema. I will just wait for the subsequent results. I bet to us the games on Bebo, league. But me are very happy for club a friend Accra Lions. Omo live very late, but I think Omo make it a very big comeback. League because as we speak, and the results are Omunya, which I least expected. Some be peke 3 ni nyina e de tia Bechem United. A push omo ama league actually so omo to 13th. Sorry, Accra Lions it was 14th now. Many o can say Accra Lions it was 14 or 32 points. Ahead of Vision and Obebo against Gold Stars enye an easy match for them. Karela enso edanechi Karela and so against Dreams. Legon Cities enso danechi Legon Cities elbow against Heart of Lions. And then Swatama names already relegated. You name him how somehow some hands decided say Bianca Accra Lions and survive this particular season. Mekai a very beautiful morning like this near to show so. And na omo game against Dreams on Saturday ewie and na homachi a yina yada. Yes, sorry abetna Total Sports so who say former spokesperson for the Ghana Football Association Sanidara Ibrahim Sanidara menim so onya alaji on Dabi Ibrahim Sanidara and na mekai say otro write up 10 on Facebook say watena se ahwe video ni biem full match no na niam ohun no sa match no ohun bi da efiri so di football echi it na eluku very clear say as a Accra Lions abedane somehow an enemy to the football ecosystem na enunte no possible say on be relegated this season. But after the results no munya diti akotoko no okay any the picky against Bechem no it look like maybe they will do a comeback on be fight very well and make sure so on be stay up when Vision Karela Legon Cities any Swatreman and the down much oh games now our next game will be away to Nations okay. Now if you makoten fiabo Adriana Stars no mo kwa Accra akobo House of Folk no matter if you abo Dreams biem na afi o mawie with Gold Stars eho ene be hwe say 3 games na to aso has Dreams and then Gold Stars say do no onye league na bit my match or DJ a bit my coronation match bit my ba say do a sha the title no man or dance park wa so Accra Lions stay up e be me because of the investment yehu e football money the Stars and say omo Prince Obila Mohammed Shokan and those players in home league omo exciting league na the so congratulations to them.
Yes enti sanity says kandi no anything can straight away your birthdays na afi ye na ya draw getting net down na Total Sports no ni nyina ba na wie ye
Nana blue, yeah. It's a wonderful day, and it's a beautiful day. It's a wonderful day, a very beautiful day. Menya jepa, oh yeah, many jepa, and they need jeda. I'm so happy to say happy birthday.
Yes, enti happy birthday no ebase dia na ye gina so na afi ya wehye empanifo awudu ni nyina happy birthday na bibia nso atimi akoso ene ye hyase na we ye yaye mame on ye yaye mame happy birthday to Mrs. Josephine Apia Nuama Abuaje sofo mame ewo brother kwano Methodist Church Ben Lake Bosumtwe osan ye headmistress ewo etimetim DAJHS B and osan ye board member ewo Prempe College say the etienne say Ashes ye ya ye nua
sure
Ashes Mr. Evans Jamrentwi ne maame a oyi nyina ye maame
sure
ma ejin birthday ne ma
say Ashes here mami njina na na mu san say abakan
no kwasem
na ye nyina papa sofo nso anam
no kwasem
say ne papa ye sofo Methodist pastor ne yemfa happy birthday so nko mama mommy say the mommy say tia ne kentem no
kwasem
na yensa nyina na se Benis Benis nso anam
yes
and then nananom no
Reverend Olivia
sure
yeah
you know mo ne fa happy birthday so nko kra emfa mama mommy mommy mi no pa
oh okay
GS yeah
anu amu
time I would the headmistress me nyina okay no party mommy happy birthday
happy
from
birthday.
your husband
yes
and or son yeah abrante friend Ashes nei makwantu mu nteno akwantu mu nsem to akodi UK no on na yere Benis and afi sofo ne ba no Reverend
and Olivia
and ketwa no maka wa che nyina ye ma happy birthday and sure say mo staff ni nyina so be happy to see and hear say and our birthday ya de fa Otec FM anti mommy nyame show
Yes.
all the blessings now they atete ye nua be ma no
Fantastic.
and transcending corner man and no na me nyina so happy birthday mommy.
Happy birthday. Enti eno no. Yanku ye no na afi yemfa de aka no so ene time ne kopa. Wasi belated happy birthday to my wife Rebecca Frimpoma aka Ohima Beki from Manso Yaukrum now at Santase Enyinem from husband exhibit Asamoah of Santase Enyinem enti de tiene se Rebecca Frimpoma aka Ohima Beki enso ene da o Facebook no screens no so a bibia etimi akoso no happy birthday nyankopon hira pa na bibia nso ntimi nkoso Eugene yanko third one no o say happy birthday to my daughter Janet Adwoa Sewa Asare aka Mame Sewa from one kasa papa Nana Asare Berima na o mame akosu agemfu anti Nana Asare yes DJ Nana Asare
awofia
ai neba Janet Adwoa Sewa Asare on the daso no
say be na so agosoro pa so they find the team
space no dey send papa dey na bia
nice one
Asare the team ne huna no sa na aduma na si
or organic daughters and papa pepe because her picture na chia eni ma your organic
kontomre ni ni ma green ni Happy Asare team green we are no the space na to so di
organic daughter
enti sanity Janet Adwoa Sewa Asare yen wish you a happy birthday nyankopon hira o na bibia nso ntimi nkoso na mum we say happy 81st birthday to my mother-in-law Gladys Opokuware from onanan mu ohene tiki mama nyako na afi tome we free Congo Spana chese ono ankasa yes or Connecticut
sure
US of A
we nase a edini yechiri
yes
ene mommy Gladys Opokuware 81 years oh mommy na me yechira 81 pa ni se de osinyo de nyame yechira chese bibiri da so wanim ozun se ahoden e da so oba and mommy from Mwase
sure
your friend Congo Spana or Connecticut US
fantastic
say you wish you happy onananom ohene tikine na me yakomo nyina so say
we was say happy birthday to Sir Gideon of Atwuma Nribehin from grandpapa and a grandpapa so wish say Gideon a happy birthday nti sense no da screen so bibia koso was say happy birthday to next one no happy birthday to Alexander Nyame of Asante Mampong BRC head no from David Kwabnapoku Odru aka Papa Dave and one also Eddie Efri Eba I wish yankase nua Mr. Alexander Nyame a happy birthday sanity yemfa we ntwa to na yenwie birthdays no was say happy birthday to Dorothy Ano student of St. Patrick's Midwifery Training of Fenso from Douglas Boache and all wish the TNS Dorothy Ano a happy birthday nti Dorothy and so at the screen so once a beach side no ejinamu kama yes beach side we na labine Ricky say omuya na baby girl da mu kokum na omote ho na sea breeze no bofo mo ho sa na bibi ekoso you say last one no nyemfa so so nyemwie happy birthday to Junior Osayo from his parents Mr. and Mrs. Ama Mr. Emmanuel and wase Ama okay madam Ama say nka edin di Ama de doso nka ma me de na odidin na kan nemom no yenweshi Junior Osayo happy birthday pa nyankopon hia obi ana afi no obi ene odi ni birthdays bia no bibia nso ntimi nkoso na chese ne ma ntimi nkoye kama nti emre ne ko yedi si na chese bibia nso no atimi akoye kama enne no ye ba ne aba ba ye adwuma apomuden ahotoso apomuden ahotoso na enne no ye ne de tie ne se Mrs. Gloria Afole Champon ene ba bedi nkomo registered general nurse was it registered general nurse midwife Central Surgery ɛno UK Central Surgery Health ɛwɔ UK ɛna ɔde aba nti Mrs. Kate Apia Boateng ɛbɛtena se ne yɛ di nkɔmɔ ama bibi atimi akɔso yɛmra phone lines no so 0505 225578 0505 224944 yɛ pick be 3 calls bi na afei yɛwie na yakoya no mu kama yɛm pick wei hello yes sir yes sir Mate.
And we are for a new
fantastic.
And there a new coach and ever. In the order taxes for and ever. We are out this year and then. And I say, now, if I tell you, if I tell you, listen, I hear you say, what about you? Could be never. And there are Pablo, Eddie, and the council. A general from Babayana.
Okay, merase anane ena ede eno eba eno yɛnhwɛ no afei yɛnkue no Mrs. Kate Apia Boateng eba ɛnɛ no adwuma no ano ɔden paa hello yes sir
Mekasa fi kɔde yo ɛnhyɛ da as ayi Barcelona fo ase
Pacho position hu ye now line no enye yi kakra ma na you say networks no ya na enye
let's say
okay
and the front of Adam and Catholic Cody. Let's be that Barcelona for us to send that. Only a human in the Maya. Then they Kotoko.
Young queen line in ye na bibi anso ntimi nkwe kama sana de ni nyina tie hello last caller Walasty ni
Hola
yes sir
odo wala bacho na we
adumara kwa na so e
boko ma me mo ne beja funya baso
era say
onya Solomon e atiante one family na na from pon wasa to say wa chomo be masa kumacha sante kotoko yebo against edena no ye besire kumacha sante kotoko jita fono bebi edru no ekindi ko jiwa kalimzito on su hiayen nje besire kumacha sante kotoko supporters ene 3 o'clock ye besire se meta timnechi na nkunimde no ye kumacha sante kotoko dia medati
nso meda se pa yemfa dwumade nyina nsia na afei yanku yanim kama de yete ne se Mrs. Kate Apia Boateng eba one apomudi adwuma yemu kyese maame a wo nimde wom eye UK broni ne montene so na maame wo one ne ba bedi nkomo tena se na gimre esanse ebia wo hawbi a ada wo so ache enema bi ada wo so ache no ebia ne Nyankopon adomunti obetimi anya ho eye ye ka na kyese eno aho anu yie ni nyina no ewa ha Oti Mr. Set Ofurie Champion ka Oti Kofila bi the governor enso enka Nana se sikapa executive